Welcome to the Action Surge. Tonight we're going to be playing Dungeon World. Last week the party finished off the Manticore, the first leg of their three-part journey to defeat the Harbingers, the Harbingers of Doom, and so this week we're going to find out what they get up to this week. Before we start, to give a really quick shout out to a couple of our favorite streamers, Indigo Chameleon, IKV29, Deus Ex Metagame, Twisted Stranger, The Plastered Dragon, Chugachu, Legends of Avantris, Tabletop Notch, and Die Hack Studio. Links to their channels can be found below.
Oh no!
Links to their channel can be found below.
Called out.
And you can go and give them some love. We will be rating Indigo Chameleon tonight. Partially because one of our crew is partially responsible for them having to fight a great big old dragon, so we're gonna go give them some support after we're done here, and help them the most we can.
A little nervous about that.
Yeah.
Also Twitch points.
Yeah, also Twitch points. So if you're watching us on Twitch, for every 5 minutes that you spend watching us on Twitch, you start earning Twitch points, which we have tied to some cool items and things you can do that you can spend those points on. So if you want to be more interactive with the stream, check us out on Twitch and start earning those points, and you can use them to interact with us in cool and meaningful ways.
I guess I can post a link on our Facebook.
Yeah. So get on over to Twitch. And with that, I will go over to introductions. Welcome everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
So let's do some introductions. We'll start with Zeno. And normally every week I ask a question for each of your characters. This week I don't really have one. What would be a good question to ask?
It really just depends on what you have planned, so you can kind of work around that.
Okay. So let's do this. Which Harbinger are you going after next? Is it Frankenstein or is it the Minotaur?
Okay.
And each of you can put in a vote, and then in the event of a tie, we'll just have to duel to the death. So.
Deal.
So Zeno, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then and tell us where your head's at.
Okay. I'll be playing Zeno, the Wily Wizard. He feels like we should go after the Minotaur to try and
Show the map. Where are we now and how close are we?
You're atop Mount Lapis.
To try to save the Earth Spirit.
And where's the Minotaur and the Frankenstein? Okay. So the Minotaur's closer. That makes sense.
Alright. Bug.
Alright, I'm Bug.
Who is definitely not Felix.
Yeah, definitely not Felix. And I have a nice new name tag.
Yes.
For now. But, pretty much he was Felix's right-hand man there. So, he caught up to him the last adventure. He's pretty much just like a lookalike like Felix, maybe a little bit different. More of a prick, I guess, than Felix was. And he's a thief. And I think we should go after the Minotaur too.
Alright. Laneth.
I'm Laneth the Ranger, also the other elf to some other person in this group. Not here. I personally want to go after the Minotaur because it's affected my home, basically.
Alright. My name is Susurba Amberjill, but I just go by Amberjill. I am a human fighter, and I believe just for time's sake, it would make it easier and more efficient if we just went for the Minotaur. Since it's closer, and I also want to fight a beast.
Okay. So at the moment you are at the Air Spirit's temple atop Mount Lapis, and the Air Spirit you have discovered is this seemingly like small old man, and he helped you guys do some stuff last time, and he was willing to help you further. He will allow you to ride the winds to wherever you need to go.
Heck yes.
Is that in your window?
Using his powers. So wherever you need to go, he will take you there.
No.
Pull up the map, Laneth.
I've been drawing this baby for years.
This is out of game, but don't you guys want to go check on our little girl?
She's fine.
You probably checked on her last. How was she?
I mean, I didn't know her.
Uh-huh.
I was like, why is there a freaking little girl with these fucking dwarfs?
Oh,
Did
Matilda.
she seem happy or?
That's right. Isn't there like a mouse that comes up to us each session and lets us know how she's doing?
Yeah, there's a little mouse that comes
Oh,
up to
yeah.
Manolier. Yeah, tell us her.
Not us.
Great.
Well, she's the only one who can talk to it. So.
She's dead.
Yeah, y'all wouldn't let me talk to it.
Maybe I can understand because I have a blood pact.
Ooh.
Only works.
Nicole would see that it would work. Just saying.
She's not here right now, is she? So.
I'll call her.
She taught you some mouse in her day.
The mouse spills
Yeah,
it
she
out
was
like corn
speaking. She was
kernels.
speaking mice to me.
So you have no news. No new news on that front.
No new news.
No new news. So what are you guys doing?
We're gonna go to wherever the Minotaur is, which is from Lannis' little circle. Do it again.
It is somewhere in
Somewhere around that region.
What is that region?
near the
See this map.
Goblin Farms.
Or wasn't that the Frankenstein that was
That
on
was
the
where
Goblin
was
Farm?
Frankenstein?
That was the Frankenstein.
Alright, where was it?
So the Minotaur is the Minotaur is below the Lapis Lazuli, the Lazuli Mountains,
So at the bottom of where we are.
deep beneath the earth's crust.
Oh, Okay, so down there. Damn it.
We're going to hell.
They're around the same place anyway.
I'm picturing it's more of an expressway.
So yeah, I guess we'll go there then. Everybody wants to go to where the Minotaur is.
All right. So he will with the flick of his wrist, he will summon this large torrent of wind. Will kind of like it's like a cyclone of wind will rise up out of the clouds, and because from the top of the mountain it's just a blanket of clouds just stretching out as far as the eye can see, and so this cyclone will start coming up out of the clouds, and it will kind of bend over and begin to suck you guys into it. What do you do?
Hang on.
Just relax since he told us it was going to happen.
Yep, just brace for impact.
Okay.
Don't look down.
Hi, Elvis from John's mom.
Yeah.
Hey!
She's part of the Elvis fan club.
Yeah, she is.
Your real name?
Welcome. It's happening.
I'm going to start it on Facebook.
She didn't even say hi to me. She said hi
I
to
know,
Elvis.
she said-
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
All right then. I understand where we're at.
Do this.
Yeah.
She knows how
So
it's doing.
so the cyclone will begin to spin angrily above you and just kind of suck you guys in. You guys will kind of go down this like wind chute, and you will be deposited in a green pasture at the base of a tall and tall mountain that disappears into the clouds above. It looks similar to, but not exactly like the Lapis Mountains. However, this, instead of situated at the edge of a great forest, this is situated at the It's situated like near some plains.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in some wide like plains, like Riverland type of plains.
Okay.
What do you do?
Alright. Any towns or civilization nearby? From what we can see.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be leaving Beggar's Hold.
Hmm?
We'd be like between that and Beggar's Hold if we are.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the nearest, or is there like a smaller village?
I'm sure there's something nearer. Perhaps your map maker would like to tell you about it.
Is there something near Lena?
I'm trying to think of a good name for like a waterfall-esque.
A waterfall-esque kind of place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something falls.
Swallow,
Diamond Falls.
Swallow Falls.
Swallow Falls. I was thinking about
What a great name.
He wasn't thinking.
Crystal Falls. Do you have any crystal?
Oh, we can do Crystal Falls.
Crystal Falls.
Okay. So the Crystal Falls. Laneth knows that the Crystal Falls are within a day's travel from this place. Being able to ascertain where you guys are based on his survival, which I believe you just get to automatically roll a 10 on, right?
Yeah, I get automatic 10 on it.
Yeah.
And it's 2 parts of it.
So,
And I get 2 parts of it since I got that
Yeah.
1 feet.
All right.
So
Let me show.
what kind of people are at Crystal Falls? Are they humans? Are they elves? Is it a mix? Love your hair, Jonathan. Hello, Maddie. Beautiful, Maddie. And Adrian, hello. Nick, you don't get any. Hi. Thank you.
Well, that got dirty quick.
Well, my hair's gonna get to your watch.
Oh man, we got a decent number of people. Hey, dude.
Yeah, thank you everybody
Decent
for
number of people
tuning
on
in.
Facebook. Yeah. If you want to start earning points to spend on our adventures and get a little more interactive with the stream, check us out on Twitch.
You can, if you want to share the link, I shared it from our.
David Falls, my boy.
Yeah, check us out on Twitch. You can
yeah.
buy stuff for the adventures
that.
with your Twitch points,
Elvis fan club.
and you can even impact the narrative as well
Yes.
if you get enough points. So
So do tell. What kind of people are at Crystal Falls?
yeah, what kind of people?
Are they very welcoming? Are they kind of rude?
Also, can you hand me a pencil?
Are they
Kick some ass,
snobby?
Maddie.
Not that pencil. A pen board.
A pinball?
Pen or pencil?
A pizzle.
You asked for a pencil.
Kick some ass, Maddie.
What other
Yeah,
races?
keep
Is there
it
any
down.
races we haven't said yet?
We've done halflings, obviously. We've done dwarves.
Fucking doors.
Have we done anything like gnomes or we've done fairies?
Were they fairies or were
What
they
about
pixies?
nymphs?
Oh,
They
depends
were
who you ask.
fairies. They were
they were
fairies.
fairies.
Okay.
I apologize to anyone at home.
Satyrs, centaurs.
Oh,
You had to hear the P word.
Toidles.
It's really up to you what you want. This is your map.
Does Restream, if you type on Restream, does it put it on Facebook?
It puts it everywhere.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Is it possible to do tabaxis?
Tabaxis?
Is it
Yeah.
possible to do tabaxis?
Cat people?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tell me about the cat people.
Yeah.
Because I don't know shit
Yeah,
about-
yeah.
I don't know shit about the cat people.
God damn
You have to
it.
give them the lowdown to cat
Jesus
people history.
Christ.
It's kind of like my
Facebook
village in the
is blowing
sense that
up
it's
today.
more tribal, but it's more of a
Mhm.
hierarchy for them instead of like a appointed leader.
Okay.
Nick.
And they actually
you on
they live at
Twitch?
the falls, at Crystal Falls.
They usually go up there to like do their rituals and everything.
So it's like
for their
a
gods.
so it's like a holy site.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have like an outskirt kind of thing where there's houses and everything nearby, but they more roam than
Your
anything.
mom.
Hey,
Tabaxi are
what's up, Robin?
sweet.
Hey, what's up, Robert?
Yeah, so are they like they kind of like, what is it when they move around? Like monks kind of like, they
Yeah.
kind of move around a lot.
So they're nomadic, but one of their holy sites is are these Crystal Falls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool beans.
Alright.
The older ones you typically like stay near the falls kind of thing, just to
They're too
protect their holy.
Oh, okay. So do they like take care like there?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is like a town, like an actual town there,
Mhm.
made up of the old people and the people that that help them.
Right.
Okay, cool. All right. When you can pretty much leave them there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So so when you guys arrive at the end of this town, there's this the architecture is rustic, but solid looking. Like there's like old like wooden houses with like straw thatched roofs, and there's a large there's like a large long house in the center of this village, and it's basically it's kind of set up against this cliff, and where this great waterfall splashes down, and there's like a pool of water, and that's sort of like at the edge, like from where you guys are standing. It's sort of to the back of the town, and there's this like large waterfall in an area, and many statues and carvings of cat-like of these cat people.
The best tabaxi is the captain of the Phantom
Penis?
Yes.
Higher jump ship. Yes, well.
Fair.
we had a little run-in with your little crow
Kisame.
friend, yeah, today.
Yeah, we did.
And we killed him.
Unfortunately, we
killed
had
him.
to kill him.
We had to kill him. All I wanted was a friend. So there's these these statues kind of lined up around the edge of the water that the waterfall deposits in, and there's like these cliffs that kind of shelter the town in. So it's kind of in this like encased in this like little cove, like inland cove, and when you guys approach and you've been here before.
Right.
What's the general reaction to strangers?
Kind of hesitant kind of thing. Not like spears in her face, but more like pulling away, like staring glances and stuff like that.
Okay. And where do you go to?
I go straight to the longhouse.
Okay.
To speak to the oldest one there.
Okay. Yeah. And sure enough, these cat people are giving you weird looks as you pass through. Except for one. One does when you walk by, he's
it's a boy, thank God.
yeah. When you walk by, he smiles and he waves one of his furry paws to you. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, get those points. Get those points, Mom.
Get those points, man.
Yeah, I need some help.
But yeah, one will wave to you, Laneth, and you recognize this as Kruger,
Okay.
who is someone that you have interacted with in your travels when you come by here before. He is kind of one of the permanent residents. He's not old, but he has he suffers from a leg injury that has never healed, and he's kind of the caretaker of the village.
Wave back at him and say, "You want to come with us?"
And he says, "And where are you going?
Oh, we
I
got.
have not seen you in such a long time now."
I know it's been a while. I get that typically everywhere I go now.
And you bring friends. What a joyous occasion. You are just in time.
Is this
Time
one
for
of the
what?
people you left
For the
to after
moon
3
ceremony.
weeks?
Ooh.
What?
Moon ceremony.
No, I did not sleep with him.
Many tribes of our people are gathering here over the next few days to celebrate the moon festival.
Nice.
What is the moon ceremony?
This world has 3 moons,
Mhm.
so when all of them are full at the same time, he says, our people gather here to celebrate this astronomical event.
Cool.
It is considered a holy time.
Well, awesome. But unfortunately, we kind of came here to talk about some bad news with whoever's in charge.
He says, "Oh, well, that would be me. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Kruger."
Very nice to meet you, and I will hold out a hand to his paw,
Yes, and he will take your hand and he will lick it.
and I will nod
I wish you would have
and
done
lick his hand.
Mhm.
Paw
That's-
in
that's-
return.
that's
That's their custom, right? Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Well, did you look his hand back?
Yeah, you have to.
I have to, otherwise it's rude.
So do you?
Yes,
Okay.
and I go get a little cat fur. on
Yes,
the
and then he takes your hand and he licks it.
I do it back.
In your hand, Bug.
Bug.
I'm not looking at his hand.
Bug. Bug.
Keep it up, they're gonna make you play with the ball.
Bug. Lick his hand.
It is okay. He is a stranger to our customs.
Thank you.
And then he puts his paw out for you. See now?
I'll lick his forehead.
Oh. Oh Lord.
You now have to marry him.
Yeah.
You'll have to excuse our halfling friend. He doesn't understand.
And you must watch where your tongue goes.
That was an accident. I do
In
apologize.
our culture, that is a sign of great affection.
We just only met. So.
And yet you are licking my forehead.
Yeah, you
Since,
shall listen to the dinner first.
He says, you are a good-looking man. You may break many hearts if you keep acting like this way.
I blush.
Oh Lord.
Especially here.
But
Yeah, I
please,
can't wait to
please.
come across the heartbreak you did here. Every village has a heartbreak.
But this terrible news you speak of, what is this?
There is a minotaur on a rampage.
Ah, yes, the Minotaur.
Oh, you already know.
Yes.
You already know.
We need to find him and destroy him.
He passed through here a month ago, perhaps?
A moon ago.
And you just let him walk on by?
Well, were we to stop him?
Maybe.
Well, did he go through and hurt anybody though, or did he just walk on through?
He walked through our village. And he went through the waterfall.
He went through the waterfall.
Yes.
Well, just so you know, he seeks to do harm to the earth spirit.
Oh, I see. I was not aware the spirits still talked to us.
Not all of us.
He says, in this village we worship the moon spirits.
Cool.
Since the earth spirits have abandoned us long ago.
Sorry to hear that.
Why's that?
I do not know. They disappeared from this world, it seems. They do not interact with us any longer. The air spirit, or the mountain spirits, the earth spirits, the fire spirits. I even hear that the swamp spirit has gone silent.
Well, do I have some
That's
stories to tell you? I told him about the wind spirit and the swamp spirit.
And as you
encounters.
start to tell him, he's going to say, perhaps this would, perhaps these stories give me thirst. Perhaps we shall go and seek some refreshments within the longhouse.
Not you. It's not your kind of refreshments.
What the bowls of milk? I don't know.
It's Kahlua style drinks instead of beer.
He says, and on the way to the longhouse, he says, Naneth, you know, but your friends are new. Please do not mistake the attitudes of my people to mean that they dislike you. They are wary of strangers.
Not bugged by it at all.
No, I'm okay with that.
Then perhaps we shall go seek some refreshments. And tell me these stories of the spirits. And so he'll take you to the longhouse, and this place is basically like there's like a great feasting kind of like feasting hall, and he'll give you guys like a little tour. It has basically this is where they prepare the food and eat the food, and there's even an adjoining bunkhouse essentially for guests. He says while moving through, he'll kind of walk by and he'll introduce you to some of the elders. What are some good elder cats names? Think warrior cats.
Ooh, okay.
I just thought of like a 90s anime when you said warrior cats.
Oh, Corin.
Let's do
Still that one from Dragon Ball Z.
Leaping Flame.
Okay. Ah, yes, this is Leaping Flame.
How many do I need to come up with?
Let's say 5.
5? Shit. Alright. Oh, because they have tribe cats and they have actual warrior cats. Do you want clan names or do you want tribe names?
Either one. Whatever sounds cooler.
Let's do
The Kitten Club.
Prancing.
Willow.
Prancing Fawn.
Okay.
Let's do
The Kitten Club.
like a Weeping Willow. That's cool. I like that. Like a willow. Weeping Willow. Soaring Eagle.
And Thomas.
And
Frisky Fire.
Howling Wolf.
Hey, he can't be a wolf, he's a cat.
That's the irony.
That's what he wants you to do.
So
That's what animal they're in
This is
tune
alive.
with.
so Kruger will introduce you to the elders, the eldest of the elders of this village. They
How old can they live up to? You. D100?
I'm re-rolling it if it's less than 10.
5 years 1 year.
That's a
Roll
D60,
one.
by the way.
Oh, is it?
Well, that works.
What's that work?
I was going to say 34.
They live up to 34
I've
years
heard
old?
that.
That's old for a cat.
Oh, that's true.
I've known him since he was a kid.
How many lives does he have
Speaking
left?
of mean, where's our kitten?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What?
That's a good question. How many lives do they have?
Ooh, yeah.
How many lives do they have?
Okay, so
Roll a d4.
the council consists of Kruger, the leader, Leaping Flame, Prancing Fawn.
So Kruger is kind
He's
of
the caretaker.
he's the caretaker of the village.
Okay.
He would probably discern reality. Discern realities? No, spout lore. Spout lore.
5 and 8.
5 and so 8 altogether.
8 altogether.
Okay, so you know a little bit about the cat people, even though you haven't experienced. This is the first time you've actually experienced the cat people.
Not to lick their forehead.
No, you probably did
Should've
something.
licked
You
it
probably
all.
did that. Like, yeah, you probably like read something somewhere that is
Bedridden.
misinformed.
You read
So-
Vogue.
Which kind of would fit in with your purely academic kind of knowledge.
Sure.
But yeah, you know that these cat people they live. There's a deep respect for the elders. So even though the elders aren't technically in charge, Kruger would almost always defer to them to make decisions for
Seek
the town.
their counsel.
Yeah.
Okay.
You also know that the Moon Festival is a very important time of the year.
I forgot.
It is the only time when the moon spirits are accessible, and they're as well as their great power.
Okay. Excellent.
How many times does this Moon Festival happen per year?
What's that?
How many times does the Moon Festival happen per year?
Every 4 years.
Every 4 years.
Every 4 years?
Couldn't make it every Wednesday. What if something happens? Wait 4 more years.
So there's 3 days left until the Moon Festival. And Kruger Kruger invites you all to join the Moon Festival. It's a wondrous time of the year. But and he's also he and the elders are all just they're amazed that you tell stories of these spirits being awakened in the world. They wish to speak to this druid, and they're excited about a druid being back on Ruby's Reach. Yeah, because those were because they were the original. They were the only people who could talk to the spirits, and since they left, that connection has been broken. So yeah.
I'll leave out where I miss with any shots with the bow. I'll just leave that out.
Yeah, you get to editorialize. So yeah, so what are you guys doing? You can basically have kind of free reign around the village if you like.
Do they make any like special like souvenirs or something for the festival?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Just gonna check those out.
Okay. Well, they're actually still being made. So so you can see actually in the longhouse, one of the dining tables has been taken up by materials, and kittens, little children cat people. They are talking amongst one another, and they're sitting at this table, and they seem to be building or constructing these like little crafts and stuff out of twine and beads and
the kids are slaves.
like little basically they're just making these little they're making these little trinkets or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they seem to be having a decent time.
I want to learn how to make them with them.
And then there's a cat. There's one cat that kind of supervises over them with a bullwhip, so that if any of them
Oh my god! That's fallen leaf.
Oh, bad pussy.
Great. Yeah, who's your heartbreak here? What's her name?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's Kruger.
No. Yeah, I found out the licking the forehead the wrong way.
Oh my god.
Oh god, that could be how that works.
I want to learn how to make these things.
Here, I'll tell you.
Children's.
Yeah, so you can definitely spend some time with you can sit at the table and spend some time learning how to make these things. A couple of the children will show you.
Cool.
We'll show you how to do it.
I randomized that the first one was skirt of snakes.
These little like they're making like bracelets and anklets and like things that can be worn, like necklaces and stuff. And they seem to be so each one is different in its own way, but each and every single one contains a small stone of the same mineral. Yeah.
Do I know what it is?
Moonstone.
You're not quite sure, but if you want to spout lore, you could maybe
What is that?
roll intelligence.
That's my birthday.
Not mine.
Intelligence. Yeah, it's not very good.
Oh, Jody, Remy.
10.
Oh yeah,
wow.
so these you may have stolen a few. You know that these are moonstones.
Mhm.
They're essentially they're not a very
Valuable.
they're not a very valuable stone, but they are
To smart people.
Oh, that's so smug. That is so smug. I love it.
I take no offense.
Gotta make some money somehow.
And you know that they that these for people who worship the moon spirits, that they hold a special value to them.
Alright.
Yeah.
Cool.
The value goes up.
What are the rest of you doing?
I would like to try and supply
Supply what?
myself.
Oh, okay. How would you like to supply?
However I can. I don't have any gold per se, so maybe I could offer my services to
What more looking for hits?
to a merchant, or maybe tavern.
Okay, what services do you offer?
I'm willing to do anything at this point. This is the first civilization we've been to this whole adventure.
I think they-
I'm like, you
I think
see
the
me
kids
like
need a bath.
helping little kittens.
I mean, I'm down. I'll change tea litter to washing milk bowls. You name it. So whatever.
Family Guy where
Okay.
it's like a third.
So you're a magic user, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Kruger will ask you, what kind of spells can you cast?
The run of the mill, fireball.
Yeah.
I felt that first.
I
Yeah.
have an unseen servant that can maybe be of some use.
Yes, and what other spells do you have?
Magic missile, charm. That's basically about it.
Is there any poison scrolls around?
He says, we are having trouble acquiring fireworks this year for the Moon Festival. Perhaps you could make a display of magic.
Well, I'm going to the next town.
I started like grabbing all the water possible.
Perhaps you could make a grand display of a magical spectacle for the
They must
Moon
want to
Festival.
have them.
I can certainly try. Do you have a special place of power somewhere in the village?
A place of power?
Yeah, like a temple or some sort of.
Perhaps the waterfall? It is where we worship the moon spirit?
Well, I can certainly try. I'm not making any promises. You don't want the fireball, trust me.
Mm-hmm. And so and so you'll be all on your way to the waterfall. Okay.
I love you, Elvis.
There we go.
Oh, hey, QB.
Hey, QB.
Oh, Icky, what's up?
So yeah,
So what about Laneth? What are you doing?
I kind of like that. Yeah, I want to like be like with some of the like kittens and like teaching them how to shoot the bow.
Okay.
Or like showing off for them.
Oh, okay.
Look, I can shoot an arrow and then split that arrow.
Can you do that? Is that something you can do?
I think that's what they.
Why not? Have you not seen Brave?
Yeah, one of the caretakers of the children. She's gonna come over and she says, "You're so good with the children."
Oh Lord. Ooh, let me come up with a name for her.
She says, "You're so good with the children."
Nah, I'm just
Echoing
my God.
Caverns. That's her name.
echoed caverns.
Echoing Caverns.
Echoing.
Is her- That's your heartbreak. I'm writing it down.
I haven't even done it.
I'm calling it. How's that?
She's like 5. I'm just
What?
kidding.
Ew.
I'm just kidding.
She says, "My name is Echoing Caverns, but you can call me Echo."
Oh, nice to meet you, Echo.
She says, "You are so good with the children. You must have children of your own,
I have no children of my
and a happy wife to boot."
No wife either.
Interesting. Are you staying for the Moon Festival?
Me and my friends are, yes.
She says, perfect. She purrs a little bit. And she's going to say, she says, perhaps I can show you the Moon Glade later.
Ooh, one of the elder. I can imagine one of the elder council. Like that's his like daughter. And he's like just like. Meh.
Not this lane of candy.
Not that boy.
This is my 3rd granddaughter. I would like that. And just keep like playing with the kids.
You give her a bow.
Yeah, and she's
She'll do
gonna
it.
be playing with the kids too. Like she's there watching over them. So. Amberjill, what are you doing?
To a bear room.
I guess I will try and assist any of like the elderly cats. Like if I see one like struggling, like trying to lift anything heavy necessarily, or
Okay.
if not, then I'll play with some kittens too. Like put like flex, like have them like play on my arm like a jungle
Hey,
gym or
why are we not
something.
playing with the kids?
Just fuck you.
I said we all are.
Oh, I thought you said why are you all playing with kids? Because it's fun.
Because I can.
Because elderly, you can't play with the elderly.
I'm just trying to
They
make
get
money.
mad at
Good.
you.
I mean, you
I mean, you could, but they get mad
That'd
at
be
you.
gross.
Yeah.
I just play with the kids. Rolling his shit.
Stop!
He's like, you're so cute. Ah! I come back with one arm.
They have all their bows pointed at you.
I should have not taught you how to shoot these.
At last, we've been militarized.
Oh my god.
This is how the hobgoblins are with
Freedom
Dylan's
forever.
character.
So you're helping the elderly and playing with the children.
Whichever one.
If you open that,
Well,
we'll
so,
give him a sponge
uh,
baths.
So Leaping Flame, who you recognize from earlier.
His orange pelt.
Yeah, he has a fantastic orange pelt that is sadly beginning to gray and to dull and to also kind of lay flat. Yeah, it's lost its sheen long ago, and he is.
My inner warrior cats is coming out.
And he is trying to. It looks like he has like a basket of materials, and he's or a large basket, and he's trying to. He's walking down the street, but every so often he kind of stops and he sets the basket down on a railing, and he'll kind of just stand there for a moment, as if to catch his breath. And then he'll pick it back up and move a little farther down the path, and then
I'll stride along and I'll stride along and I'll approach him from the side and I'll say, "If you'll allow me, sir."
yeah. So when you approach him from the side, he jumps back as if you frightened him, and he's going to
Give him a heart attack.
he's going to drop the basket, and then immediately 2 katanas will appear. And he will assume like a fighting stance, and
Here's one of his laughs.
but he's like so and he'll assume a fighting stance, and then he'll say he's like, who goes there?
Oh, is he blind?
Hmm?
My name is Suserva Amberjill, but you may call me Amberjill.
He says, and what business is it of yours to be sneaking up on people?
I don't think I'm necessarily sneaky, but I apologize if I did startle
Says
you.
you're damn right you're not sneaky. I can smell you from a mile away.
Damn.
I'm sure you did, sir.
I thought it was on the smooth.
I was noticing that maybe you could use some assistance in carrying this quite heavy basket. I'm amazed somebody at your age could carry something so heavy.
Huh? First, you try to ambush me, and now you insult my honor.
I'm not insulting your honor.
Am I an earshot?
I am somebody who knows much of honor.
And he says, oh yeah, and what have you done that's so honorable?
I'm guarding somebody and keeping her safe.
And where is she now? Exactly.
They left her with a
Meditating.
bunch of fucking doors. Oh, that one.
He
Don't
says-
know.
Not that one.
He begins to sheath his katanas like you're not even sure where they came from. They go back to the same place.
They just go
So,
right back to hell. Like, he just opens it up and stuffs it in there.
He says, what you lack is discipline.
Okay.
He says, your first lesson begins now.
What?
Oh god, you're already being taught.
He says, he starts walking ahead on the path. He says, well, that basket isn't going to carry itself, is it?
So I go and I pick up the basket and I chase after
Make
it.
not a strength throw, but do your bent bar, because
Bent
it's
bars
super.
lift-
It's impossible. It's so heavy to pick up.
Ben Bars lift gates.
Yeah.
12.
Okay, so this thing like you
No!
like none of these guys could have picked it up.
Oh.
Yeah, like
So
it's
Together.
it's only an Virgil strength thing anyway.
pretty much yeah.
Okay.
Only you would have a chance at picking it.
Okay.
We're all just sitting here like,
So I'll pick it up and I'll hustle after him.
Okay.
Leaping flame, you say? I'm gonna like put mentor by that.
And so you'll follow after him. So
My mentor with a smiley face on the nose.
make a cat's mouth.
He's
So-
a dick, but I like him.
So Bug, so you're in the main house, the longhouse or whatever. You're gonna see like while you're doing like crafts and stuff with the children.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see there's
Fingers on
a
it.
there's a door that you were not. So you were given a tour of the place.
Mm-hmm.
There is one door, however, that you were not. It was just completely glossed over, like there was no attention given to it whatsoever. You weren't shown what was inside, and every now and then you'll see, or not every now and then, but you see a like a robed cat figure. Thank you for the
Wow.
thank you for the
Never mind.
subscription, Everlander.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We love you.
No, it's a gifted sub. Robin U. Blind
Did
gifted
you-
5 subs to Neverlander,
Oh my god.
the Deacon Smith, L, Phase Slayer, and Blood Mist Hunter.
Oh my god, Robin.
You are amazing. Thank you very much.
Wait.
We gotta do something for Robin. We have to do something
Oh,
for Robin.
nice.
Like VIP.
Oh, Base Slayer's in?
Huh?
Oh, I didn't even know Base Slayer was here.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Woohoo!
We gotta do something really good for Robin.
Definitely.
God, I wish I gave him points. So that's the upside about the Streamlabs is that you could like give points out.
He says, nah. And he roasted a dab.
Thank you so much, seriously.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
so
really amazing, Robin.
That's so amazing.
Alright, now we can do is praise you from afar and clap for you.
Yeah,
Golf claps, everybody.
we will do something really good. Oh, fun. So yeah, I don't even remember what it was. Yeah, so this
So baffled.
this robed Catman
Perfect.
comes in, and like he's like he doesn't have like a dark hood or anything. But he's just got like he just has like many layers on, and he's got like kind of like a turban kind of thing around his face, and it kind of comes down over his over the sides of his face.
Logan Stratton said, do a barrel roll, Elvis.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier.
And he'll come in and nobody will acknowledge him. He'll just kind of shuffle in, and then he's gonna knock twice on that door, and then he's going to it will open. Like he won't open it; it will open for him, and he will slip in, and then the door will close behind him.
Alright, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, what do you do?
I want to check it out, but I can't be like. I feel like there's more people on the other side of that thing. I'm going to go try to open the door.
Okay, so you
I kind of
slide.
sneak over there, though, like without anyone
Okay,
looking. Yeah.
so you slide on over, and I mean the longhouse is pretty full. There's like a lot of people going in and out. It's a pretty heavily trafficked place, and nobody seems to be giving you too much attention. So when you walk over,
Your mom just
thanks, Mom.
subscribed.
Thanks,
So
Mom.
sweet. Thanks, Mom. Oh, did he gifted more subs.
Did he give more subs?
He gifted 2
Oh
more.
my god!
Robin, you're gonna make him. He's gonna fit. Who did we miss?
Me.
Oh, Nick!
It's okay.
2 times in a row I've been forgotten.
Shut
Shut up, Nick.
Pay for your own sub.
Next paycheck, I'm sorry guys.
That's so amazing. I don't even know what to do right now.
Yeah, he's so
What
like.
is it?
zzz.
Yeah.
Short
What
circuit.
is it?
I've got a. Alright, we're gonna do something.
What is so?
Mm-hmm.
A subscription.
Oh, okay.
So the so you'll go over when you try to turn the knob on this door, it doesn't. It's locked.
It's locked.
Yeah.
Good thing I got a lock pick in my book bag.
Oh,
Somebody. He gifted 5 more. I'm not kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pass out.
I'm gonna pass out.
Good lord.
He gifted to Phoenix Pyre, Tubarov, Brooke Galele, Bakari Photography, and Deus Ex Metagame.
The next game we play, Robin, you're probably gonna get like a legendary item or something.
you're now a character
You
without
totally
knowing.
just bought the DM.
Yeah, you bribed the DM. Icky V says, oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's locked.
So I have a lock pick in
He just gave him to
my
Icky V.
adventure gear. Yeah, we'll go with that.
You'll do what?
I got a lock pick in my adventure gear. I pull out,
Okay.
try to pick it.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have a thing? Do you have a thing on your sheet that lets you like pick locks and stuff?
Oh yeah. When you pick locks or pockets or disable traps or roll decks, on a 10 plus you do it, no problem. On a 7-9 you still do it, but the GM will offer you 2 options between suspicion, danger, or cost.
Okay. And then if you fail, something really bad happens. So.
Yeah. Alright. 9.
9. So 9. That's what is that?
You still do it, but the GM will offer you 2 options between suspicion, danger, or cost.
Oh, okay. So I will offer you either suspicion or danger.
Suspicion.
Suspicion? Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're trying to discreetly pick this lock, someone walking by is going to say, or actually, Kruger walking by will say, "Excuse me, friend.
Yes.
Is there something I can help you with?"
I was looking for the bathroom.
Well, I doubt. He says, "What if it was in there? If it's locked, it means it's probably occupied."
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I was
Yeah.
just making sure.
It's okay.
I seen a couple kids in there earlier. I didn't know. They went in there and locked it by mistake.
He raises his little eyebrow.
His
He
little
says,
cat.
Yeah. He says, "Follow me, friend. I will show you the bathroom."
Thank you.
Is it
Appreciate
gonna be
it.
a litter box?
It's a sand room.
Yeah, oh god, ew.
So,
Only the corners, calm down.
Ew.
thank you so much, Robin. Okay,
You're
yeah.
so tickled.
I'm done gushing. Zeno, you're at the waterfall.
I'm at the waterfall.
So it's a beautiful waterfall.
He said check back
comes
a little
down.
later dinner time.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man.
So it's a beautiful waterfall. It's the where it deposits is very big. It's very big and open, and at the edge of the water there are all these cat statues. When you approach, there's plenty of cat folk at the edge of the water. Some of them are actually in the water, like swimming around. Some of them are in the water, wearing these like long white robes, and they seem to be engaging in some kind of ritualistic ceremony of some sort. And what do you do?
So as far as I know, they're just like praying and stuff like that.
This seems to be a little more involved in praying. They seem to be there's a line of cat people, and the robed ones will take one from the front of the line, and they'll walk them out into the water a little bit, and then they'll dip them underneath, and they'll bring them back up, and they'll say something, and they'll go away. And the next cat person will come up, and they'll do the same thing.
Okay, but everyone seems to be pretty occupied with their own activities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody except for one old cat.
All right. Well, I'm going to enter the pool without disrobing.
Okay.
And kind of test the depths as I approach the base of the fall.
As you approach the base of the fall, it gets there's like a drop off. It gets incredibly deep. You're caught off guard by this. You walk out and there's just a sudden drop off, and you slip beneath the water.
So it must be Dex.
Perhaps maybe to catch it, or if you can think of another way to justify.
Or intelligence to doggy battle.
Sure.
What am I?
Adrian's about to drown himself.
6 and 3,
Oh,
9.
okay.
So you begin to the doggy paddle up to the backwards, up to the top up to the surface of the water, and soon your feet can touch again. But yeah.
All right. Once I gain my bearings, I'm going to try and perform a ritual of my own.
Okay.
And
So, what kind of ritual are you trying to perform?
I'm going to try and modify my light spell. if there's any magical powers in this ball to drop on.
Okay. And how would you like to modify that?
I want to be able to basically have dancing lights.
Okay.
That would be cast a spell.
So, so the oops, sorry. So you need to So in order to do this, you think that you'll actually have to draw from the power of the the waterfall itself is not a powerful place, except during the
moon.
moon festival.
So I know this without having to spout lore or anything. I can
Yeah, this is what when you go up and you get your when you start trying to figure out this ritual, you know that in order to do that this place becomes activated at a certain time, and that's when all the moons are full during the moon festival.
Okay. But I will put my plans on hold for the time being, and plan on doing that.
Okay. Now, so you think you can do it, and you also you think that you must have a moonstone to do it as well.
Okay. I'll keep that in the back of my head, and I guess I'll get with Laneth and see what he knows about moonstones.
Okay.
Or unless I can spout lore
All right.
to discern. Because I really don't know what they are. Wait, didn't we come across this once? 10.
So you know that moonstones are essentially valueless stones, but they seem to be important to people who worship the moon spirits, and you know that they're amongst the cat people. They're quite prominent pieces of jewelry. They're usually worked into their jewelry.
Okay. So I could possibly acquire one from Kruger, or he can maybe
Kruger or possibly from anybody in town.
Okay.
You've also heard that they sell them at the moon festival and stuff, so you think they probably have some in town.
Okay. Well, my plan is to get with Kruger on the matter and see if he can help me get one, because I have no what's it called in this world? Coin.
Right.
No coin.
Now you also know as well that this that to do what you want to activate this, you need to so you have to do it at the right time, and you also need like a sizable chunk of this material.
Of the moonstone?
Of the moonstone, like a sizable chunk of this material.
Kajit has moonstone if you have coin.
All right, so so you're doing that, Laneth.
You and Echo.
No. I'm avoiding any kind of relationship. I'm going to see if I can talk to someone about trying to get behind the waterfall, like the Minotaur did.
Okay. Well, before you do that, though, your new girlfriend Echo.
I didn't think this was.
Oh my God.
So you're showing the children how to like shoot the bow and stuff.
Right.
And it's pretty cute and all. And you're like showing off like your tricks and stuff. So when you shoot one of your arrows at the target or whatever, you're gonna like make the shot and you'll be like, yeah, that's right. And then all of a sudden this knife is going to come flying past your ear, and it's going to slice the arrow right down the middle and stick into the tree. You'll turn around and you'll see Echo smiling.
I just got one up.
Yeah, you did.
I'm impressed. I actually am impressed.
She says, perhaps you are not the only one with good aim.
I blush. Got any other nice tricks?
And she says, perhaps we should go see, perhaps I should show you the Moonglade now.
I would like that.
The Moonglade!
So she will talk to one of the other girl cats there, and then she will you may follow her to the Moonglade.
Okay.
Amberjoe, you're hustling down this path. Leaping Flame is like barking at you the whole way.
Yeah,
All get separated.
kind of reminds me of like my dad a little bit. It's the barking the orders.
He says, "What's taking you so long?"
Breaking rule number 3.
Sorry, I'm coming.
He says, "You move slow. Your posture is incorrect." He says, "Your breathing is all wrong."
I try to straighten up and
In through nose, out through mouth.
better.
He says, "Almost. Except you forgot something."
What did I?
And then, just at that moment, you're gonna feel the bottom of the basket give out, and whatever's in the basket is going to fall on your foot.
You forgot to protect the bottom.
Beep.
What would you like? What would you like to do about that?
I'll scream a Tabaxi cat cuss word. I'll say fucking I don't know badger shit.
Badger shit. Yarn!
Actually, it's like they say in warrior cats. They say like badger dung, fox dung is what it is. Fox dung.
And you will take 7 damage. As
Holy
lands on
shit!
as this huge chunk of stone
Hey, what?
lands on your foot.
I will take 4
Holy-
damage
Holy
with my
foxtrot!
armor.
Yeah.
Holy
Fox dung.
foxtrot!
Fox dung.
Damn.
Leaping Flame almost smiles.
I get like maybe a little like he's like this and it twitches.
Yeah.
That's not as good as it gets. And I'm gonna look down at this boulder. Is it just a boulder or is it a rock?
It's this like white kind of pearlescent stone, and it's a raw chunk of the stuff, and it's quite it kind of has like a glittery kind of surface to it, and it's got this like pale
Minerals,
sheen to
Marie.
it.
Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. And I'm gonna look at it. Pull my foot out from underneath it.
Well, what are you waiting for? Come on! And he's already like 20 feet down the road.
What is with this? What is this? Is this drugs? Am I allowed to be carrying this with my hands? Does it need to go in the basket? Was it in a woven basket?
If you stand around asking questions all day, you'll never find out anything.
Alright, I'll pick it back up. Do I have to roll for it?
Huh?
Do I have to roll for it?
No, you did it before.
Okay, so I'll just pick it back up and. Yeah. If I can't, then I'll just
Yeah, you can
Hold it like this now.
hold it like a bead.
And he, although he seems so feeble, just moments ago, he's like he's just
very
kind of
spry.
spryly like hopping down the path. He'll even stop to smell a flower as you're like struggling with this massive rock.
Is this
He
guy?
chases a butterfly for a second.
He will, and eventually you guys will come to a clearing. There's some trees and stuff. And there's like a little clearing amongst these trees, and there's a small single room cottage, and I say, all right, in there.
Alright, I don't know why I'm trusting this man, Cat, and I will hustle over with the moonstone, presumably. I don't know about it. And I will
It's a sunstone.
hustle over there with this mineral and put it. Do you want it in the cottage or outside the cottage?
What am I going to do with it outside the cottage?
I don't know.
Says, of course I want it inside.
Is there
You
like...
do yourself a good service if you stopped trying to know so much.
I seek knowledge as well as power.
Well, stick to what you're good at. Put that on the workshop. On the workbench.
On the workshop.
Through the roof onto the
Yeah,
table.
okay, I'll go put it on the workbench for him.
Alright.
And then I'll like grumble into myself, just like my dad.
And
I already have one dad, I don't need another one.
he says, alright, for your next task.
Oh my god! My arm!
For your next training.
5,000
Master Roshi,
push-ups.
please.
He says,
This is Master Roshi.
he says, in the fall, the leaves fall on my roof. They build up. It's too much weight. I need you to get up there and get all those leaves down.
Got a ladder? Because I'm not gonna be able to climb up there. I'm telling you that right now, Pappy.
He says, do I look like I got a ladder?
Jumps on the roof.
Maybe. You got a workbench I can stand on.
Yeah, and you see him.
Carry his ass up there and leave him.
You
up
see
there.
him like there's like a little like barrel next to the house. He'll jump up on the barrel and then he'll spring up onto the roof. He says, "Look, it's that easy. If you can't do that, you got no future, kid." And he'll hop back down off the roof and you go back inside and he'll slam the door.
Throw a ball on
I'm
your
gonna,
arm.
I'm gonna approach the barrel.
Goes
I'm
through the
gonna
barrel.
lift my leg slowly.
Okay.
Balance myself on the house.
Okay.
Pull myself up and slowly onto the barrel.
And yeah, and so there's like a gutter there or whatever, and so you're like kind of holding yourself in the gutter, and the gutter will begin to snap off the side of the house, and you kind of like fall back a little bit, so you're kind of teetering at the edge of chaos here. What would you like to do?
Something with strength. I don't know what.
I picture him being a Spartan.
Because I'm not dexterous. My dexterity is -1. I can't just. I mean, I'm gonna have to regain my balance.
Land on him.
I mean, I'm just gonna have to regain my balance. I don't think there's anything I can do strength-wise to
Okay. So dexterity.
dexterity.
Alright.
You can do it. Kinda.
6.
So you'll lose your balance. You'll fall back off of the barrel, and you'll rip the entire gutter down as well. On the plus side, a good portion of the leaves come down, but they cover you. You'll hear the door. You'll hear being buried under all these leaves. You'll hear the door open. And they'll say, "Huh. Well, moving on to the next task. You'll have to fix my gutters."
I can do
And he'll slam the door again.
I can do that. After I clear the leaves off.
Zeno. Or no, sorry, Bug.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bug. What are you doing?
I guess I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah, go to the bathroom.
So he'll take you to the bathroom, which is a sizable room. There's a bench on one side and this like polished wood bench, and there's like holes in the intervals. And as you go in there, there's a couple of cat people already in there, and they're sitting on the holes and
This is awkward.
yeah, doing their business and stuff. And as you go in, like they're chatting amongst each other, and they get real quiet when you come in.
Like, sorry, I can't go when there's other watching. I'll go later.
We have a sissy stall.
And he says, "That's fine, friend. I understand. You're not used to our customs, but some doors are locked for a reason, friend."
Any particular reason that door is locked?
And he says, "It would be best if you just enjoy the festival." And then he will leave the room.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find Amber Jill.
Okay. So you go back out into the longhouse. She's nowhere to be seen.
I'm just gonna keep looking all around.
Okay.
You care where I am.
Eventually,
Not Felix.
so when you on your way out of the longhouse, you run
Because you're the
into.
only one I trust.
Aw.
On your way out of the longhouse, you run into Zeno.
Is he in there?
Yeah.
Hey, you seen Amber Jill?
I have not. What have you been up to, bud?
Got some news. Yeah, I'm gonna go find Amber Jill.
Oh, okay.
Not suspicious at
No,
all.
not at all.
Oh, and Zeno, on your way back from the lake, you pass Laneth and Echo, and they seem to be walking down the path, she hand in hand, and you guys are gonna pass each other on the path.
I'm just gonna walk by and kind of look back and go, and keep walking.
I'm just talking about as I'm getting dragged through the
Was
streets.
this before you met with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm asking if you see Elena.
Haven't seen him.
And Zeno, are you doing anything now?
Yeah, I'm on my way to. I'm gonna go try to find Kruger first. And
Okay.
Explain the SIDS.
What?
Okay. Yeah, Kruger
Right.
says, Kruger waves to you. He says, Zeno, have you, what is this great magic that you have discovered?
Well, there is a possibility that I can display a grand illusion of dancing lights.
Dancing lights!
However, I must first acquire a sizable chunk of moonstone.
Ooh.
Not to keep, just to use.
There is perhaps only one person in town with such a chunk of moonstone.
Shape it into
Who would that? Who might that
Well, that would be Leaping Flame.
be? Leaping Flame?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I haven't actually had the pleasure of talking with him yet. Is he pretty nice chap?
Oh no, he's a terrible man.
Oh no. Well, thanks for the warning.
Very hard. He rarely ever speaks to anybody. He lives outside of the town and mostly keeps to himself. He doesn't like strangers.
Well, perhaps you can talk to him on my behalf.
He says, "Oh no." He says, "I like you, friend, but I don't like you that much."
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see what I can do. I'm not making any promises.
I will tell you where he lives, though. You may go see him.
Okay.
And he'll sort of point you in the direction. Laneth, so the Moonglades. So off to the side of this cliff that this cliff that kind of encapsulates the town. Off to the side, there's this like wooded area, and so she's going to lead you off the path and through the woods. She's going to take you to this place where there's this body of water, and then in the middle of the body of water there's this island, and on this island there are these three large oval shaped stones that are standing like perfectly straight up in a formation.
I just tell her, well, that's pretty. Is it do something during the festival?
Well, and so when you look over, she is disrobing.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's a man, baby.
What? Where'd you come from?
And she dives into the water. She splashes into the water.
Um,
And when she gets into the water, she's gonna turn around. She says, "Come in. The water's fine."
She's gonna drown you.
I don't think I should.
Did you think something suspicious about that? Cats don't like water.
And she kind of gives you a mean look. She says, "You will make this girl swim alone?"
I like get like my top off, and I'll leave my pants on at that.
Mm-hmm. So shy. And
This is so nasty.
You knew this was coming.
This is nasty.
so she will say, and yes, to answer your question, something special does happen here during the Moon Festival.
She doesn't lick my forehead, does she?
You let her.
She's like, you died, and she just lets her through.
Oh God, Elvis.
Are you gonna ask her what happens or what?
Yeah. Sorry, they distracted me. So what happens? As I like backstroke toward him.
She says, nothing anymore. This is where they used to. This is in the olden days. This is where they used to summon the blood moon.
And start swimming back to shore. What do you mean, blood moon?
She says a long time ago, after the spirits abandoned us, the elders of the time sought to replace those spirits. They could only do so by feeding them sacrifices. These sacrifices would fill the moons with their blood, and they would become known as the blood moons. This would appease them until the next cycle. But this is ancient tradition. This is nothing practiced anymore.
As I'm like still getting closer.
She's lying.
She says the moon spirits grace us with their presence now. Those were dark times.
Well, I'm glad that's over. I'm going to definitely take a
as
look.
you can see, she's kind of been swimming out towards this, like she's talking to you, but she's kind of like backstroking, and she's heading towards the island though.
I guess I'll go with her.
Yeah, and she says these old stones have so much history. They represent a dark time, but also a time of strength for our people.
There's no time to murder.
And you can see that the stones, like the place is obviously overgrown. Like it's definitely not. Doesn't look like it's.
Been used.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's definitely been in disuse. But and she says, and
I'm like doing this.
and it's in such disuse that there's this kind of this growth around them, and it creates this kind of perfect like there's like vines hanging down from the stones and stuff, and there's but it creates this perfectly concealed place in the center, and she will draw you into there. And she'll give you that look that Nala gives Simba in The Lion King. During Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
I was trying to avoid this so much.
So
You were.
Where's my falcon during all this?
Your falcon
He's
is like
just sitting-
Timon
he's like
in
perched-
that whole scene.
he's like perched up on the rock and he just looks on. Like,
He's growing up.
Yeah, I'll follow.
so Amberjo,
Yes.
how's the gutter how's the gutter fixing going?
I'm just like straightening it out with my broom straight.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, sure.
Straight.
And you like slam it back
Yeah.
up to the side of the thing. If like the camera were like maybe like you could see you like the camera kind of pans around so we can see behind you and Zeno is standing there.
Oh, I'm already standing there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey!
Ah! I ripped the gutter off again. Damn it!
What are you doing here?
You scared me. I'm helping the old bastard put his gutter back into place, and I straighten it back out again and
Oh,
put it back on.
it's very sweet of you.
You don't even know what I've been through.
Is the master of the house around?
He's in the house. He slammed the door at least like 5 times.
Okay, that's not good.
I after you. He might like you. You're more knowledgeable than I am.
Oh,
You probably won't ask as many questions as I do.
Well, maybe you should stay on the roof and continue your work.
I'm not even on the roof. That's the funny part. I'm on the ground fixing the gutter.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just gonna stay right here.
Okay. I will approach the door.
Yeah, the door is going to open. You're going to see this grizzled old like orange cat, and he's going to be like.
Why can't I say, hey, Bug is looking for you?
He says, "I thought I told you to fix the gutters, and then after that, my toilet stopped up."
I think you've got the wrong person.
Oh, I'm sorry. You look very similar.
Scrawny. Small.
Okay.
Remember that.
No, I come with a request, Mr. Blaine.
There you go, John. That's what you wanted.
Nick, stay in frame.
Am I still talking to him?
Oh, I guess, yeah. Isn't that funny? He says, it's leaping flame to you, young whippersnapper.
leaping flame. I do apologize.
Stumbling flame.
He says, he says, I used to eat wizards for breakfast back in the old days.
I'm sure that you did.
Mm-hmm.
That's very, very impressive.
A bunch of wands mounted on the wall.
I'm here on business.
How are you?
Yes. I have volunteered my services to provide entertainment for the festival.
Puh on the festival. Bunch of hooey nonsense.
You don't care for the festival?
Well, he says they ain't no damn moon spirits.
Oh, well. Oh, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion on the matter. I respect that. However, I have been asked
Man, it's so nice
by
to
some of
find
the council to provide these services. And it seems that I need your help.
Okay, why would I help you?
To goodness of your heart, I really...
Do I look like I have a good heart?
Well, what would you require of me?
Well, the shitter's stopped up. Maybe you can work some of your magic back there.
Amber Jill!
Trying to fix the gutter.
Okay, I'll take a look at your shitter.
He says, alright, it's out back. Probably gonna need to dig a whole new hole and move the whole outhouse over.
I can do that. Or I can try. In exchange for this, we can talk?
He says, yeah, sure. And he slams the
You
door.
just said you could talk.
You didn't say you'd
Well,
do it.
I'm not getting very far.
And he slams the door.
Okay, I will go investigate the shitter.
I would love to have had this conversation during any other campaign of any other game. I'll investigate the shit.
I mean, the very entrance of the Mines of Madness.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Did you follow him? No, okay.
So,
I didn't fall.
So we'll just do like a little scene, like you like go to the back of the house, and there's this little outhouse back there with like a crescent moon shape on the door, you know, and like the door is open, and you can see that it's clearly like overflowing, and and just this like waft of stench just kind of like hits you in the face, like.
What did I get myself into?
A portal body.
A shitty situation.
Shit
But,
situation.
So Bug.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm
Yeah.
still looking for AMGO.
She's nowhere to be found in town.
Fine.
I go out of town then.
So you're walking around town. And you're looking for her, and you're gonna see that figure again. He's gonna be shuffling down the paths in between a couple houses.
I was trying to sneak behind them.
Okay. So
Stealthily.
okay. So yeah. So you're following him, and then as you're kind of trailing him, you're gonna see that he runs into Kruger, and they share some words, and he actually he passes Kruger something. You can't quite see what it is; it's very concealed. He obviously passes him something, and then Kruger is going to nod, and the figure is gonna walk off towards the waterfalls. Kruger is going to start coming towards you. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to
You're in danger of being spotted. Is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there any like a bush or something?
Sure. Yeah.
A bush
You
or
jump into a bush
on top of the roof or something?
Like,
Trash
Assassin's
can.
Creed it.
I don't say hop
Something
something
like
like
that.
So that would be dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish my luck.
To jump out of the way.
Yes. 10.
Okay, yeah, so you jump out of the way just in time, and Kruger's gonna walk by, and he's gonna have this like kind of serious look in his face. He's just kind of like looking around and keeps walking.
I continue my search for Amber Gio once he's gone.
Wow.
Sorry.
Andrew Jill.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be anywhere around.
I started asking around. Hey, have you seen the big woman?
About like 10 times my
They
size.
take you to the fattest looking cat possible.
Yeah, they.
His name's Boulder.
So you start asking around. The everybody's gonna just kind of be like, they'll be like, oh yeah, I saw her.
Where is she?
Well,
Jesus Christ.
saw her coming to town though. She's about like a foot taller than everybody here.
Yeah, maybe like 3 feet taller than her.
She must be strong.
Yeah. Is there anywhere else besides here she would be?
Yeah, she's not in town. I don't know, she could have gone out of town. And then somebody kind of jokes too. They're like, she could be at old crazy Leaping Flames house.
Why is this guy on the Elder Council?
where's
Everybody
that-
hates this
Where's
motherfucker.
that at?
Who is this guy?
He's like that
And they'll-
one person on the town council.
And they'll point you, in
Just
the
like,
direction.
Alright, I'm going. Thanks.
So on your way there, you will you're walking down the path, and then out of the tree line, Laneth and Echo will come out. Their clothes are slightly disheveled. She's kind of giggling, and I don't know, Laneth's doing whatever Laneth does. Post coitus.
I'm like, so, come on.
Come on.
Just did.
Come with me.
I gotta go.
And then she gives you like a little wave.
I like hide it.
If we're walking away, I was I'm like, don't get too attached, we might have to kill her.
Wait, what? I like dead freeze. Like,
He's
wait.
always saying that, you know.
Like, kill,
Yeah, that's what
kill.
he's saying.
Kill, or not talk to this bitch. Like, I need it.
So what have you guys done about this shitter situation?
No, are you helping me with this shit?
We.
I didn't even got to the shooter situation yet.
I'm fixing the gutter.
You're purposely
The
taking
gutter is
longer.
fixed.
Alright, I'm gonna go find out what my next task is. Because I'm not getting anywhere near. He didn't tell me to fix the shitter.
He did tell you to fix the shitter after the gutters.
Did
He
he?
Yep.
Or did he say unclog it?
Oh, he said unclog it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't need to fix shit. I can unclog it.
You're right. You don't need to fix shit. You need to
No,
fix
you know
the
what?
shit
You know
coming
what
out.
I'm gonna do? Casino. Dig the fucking hole. I'm lifting this shitter and I'm moving it over.
Why don't we take the shitter
I'm
and move
lifting
it
it.
somewhere
I'm gonna
else?
lift it.
I would, however, I don't have a shovel.
You go learn
Fireball.
today.
Well, you know what? Ask him because I'm done talking to this mofo.
Magic missile to ground.
Constant,
Magic missile the ground.
constant magic missile.
Well, before we get started, I want to cast vegetation
Okay.
on the shitter to clean it.
Okay. Does that spell do that?
Yes, it does.
What does
Does
that
it literally say and clean shit?
It does say clean.
Oh my god, how many fucking.
You perform minor tricks of true magic. If you touch an eye,
I hope he fucks this shit up. It goes all over his
if
face.
you touch an item as part of the casting, you can make cosmetic changes to clean it.
So you touch it?
It's gonna be shit, but it's gonna be clean shit. It's gonna be shit.
I grab a big fat warm juicy turd and take one for the team.
If he fails this,
Please let it explode in his face.
please.
It all
If
comes
he
up.
fails, he puts his whole hand.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Whole hand. Whole hand.
Please let it
No,
fall in.
I didn't fail. I rolled an 8.
Please let it fall in.
Don't.
Hand right in the bowl.
You're merciful.
There goes his
Yeah.
clothes again.
So you have to choose one of those
Right.
stipulations.
On the 7 through 9. Oh, what is that cast? Is that spell?
You draw unwelcome attention to yourself. Your spell disturbs the fabric of reality, or after it is cast, the spell is forgotten.
If it goes into another reality, can another toilet?
Yeah, after it is cast, the spell is gone.
Okay.
So that's every long rest, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Damn.
David, I thought he was going to go.
All in it, face first.
Oh, well, I made short work of that.
His hat.
The poo's gone?
Minus the one on his finger.
Well,
Or
It's
gone.
there, but it's clean.
It's not clean, but the poo is still up, like to the brim, like it's backed up to the brim.
I want to know how it's clean.
Amberjill, you're up.
Have you
Alright.
seen clean shit?
I'm
It's a
gonna lift
polished
the shitter
shirt.
up. Well, wait, we
It's
need to dig a
Windex on
hole. Can we look around this place, see if there's like a shovel or anything?
There's one shovel.
There you go.
One.
You're the strong woman.
How long
Dang.
will it take me to shovel
He wants
a
you to do all
decent
that work.
hole?
Probably the rest of the afternoon.
Okay, he's going to make you do all the work for his stone.
He could have totally just magnum missile the hole. You fixed the gutters.
Yeah, I don't think I
You
want
carried the fucking
I'm
rock.
gonna go over and knock on the door.
Yes.
I'm gonna knock again until he answers.
What do you want? That shitter better be moved.
What exactly are you training me for?
What?
What are you training me for?
You dare question your master?
Yes.
Yes.
He says, I'm teaching you the art of discipline. If you can't discipline yourself to do these common household chores, how can you ever be a great fighter?
He makes a fair point.
As you're in the
Oh
background.
my god, you should just move the
says,
outhouse over and not dig a hole.
In order to be
So
a
when
true
shit's
warrior,
going on.
you don't have to just be
Or
strong.
stuck to his
You have
foot.
to be humble. You have to be gracious. You have to be patient, and you have to be disciplined.
That sounds like nothing of
That
what
sounds
you
like-
are.
Sounds like that all just goes together.
And he says, that's why I'm the master, and you're the student. And he's gonna slam the door again.
I say just move it over.
You have another
like dig a
shovel?
hole.
And there's nothing.
About
He
to break
slides
this
in.
guy's door down.
Slides underneath the
Damn it! Why can't I say no? I don't have to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Ow! I'm gonna grab that stupid fucking shovel and start digging a new ass hole.
What's Cena gonna
A
do?
new
for a
asshole?
while? what is
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Boy, you better do something. Oh my god, yeah, he's knocking on the door.
I say, excuse me, Mr. Leaping Flame.
Yeah, fine.
Could I see you for one moment, please?
Go away!
Please.
Go away!
Your
Is the
shit-
shitter moved?
It's clean.
Is the shitter moved?
Okay, I'll be back.
Just move it. Don't dig a hole.
It's like we're just on the other side of town. Like, what are these guys doing? They're probably doing something cool.
I'll dig. What if I just dig a shallow ass hole?
Yeah, they're probably playing with some fire or something. You know.
I bet they're fighting the thing without us.
The thing, you don't even remember what it
No,
is.
sorry.
That's all right.
Hey, I'm really distracted.
Stupid cat is making me so mad.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Maybe they're
I
connected by
am
the
going
Minotaur.
to cast Unseen
Okay.
Servant to have him clean it out.
Clean what up?
The turds. Is it's not? It's clean
And put them where?
anywhere right there on his doorstep
Put him in his gutter.
in his gutter, right?
In a
No,
giant,
just kind of out of the way.
in a giant paper
Okay.
bag.
So so the unseen servant, he'll be able to clean it out so far down, but you can still it's maybe a couple feet below the rim, but but it's still gonna
Keep rising.
yeah.
Good God, how much can one cat shit?
You gotta suck
Ask
it out.
ours.
Okay, so I'll start digging, I guess.
You've been shitting there for 33 years.
Alright. You guys just take turns.
Is there
Or just
only
can't
one
we
shovel?
work
There's only one
together?
shovel.
Well, I can use my hands. I really don't care.
Every time there's a big rock.
Yeah, you use your hands. You can use your no, you've only got a hammer. You can use the
Shaft.
Yeah, I can just shatter the fucking earth.
and I'll dig.
Okay. So it takes the good part of the afternoon, but you guys finally do dig this hole. Then all that comes is moving the outhouse.
I got it.
Okay.
Roll.
Yeah.
It's like I forgot the
Funny
layout of the
if I could
town
carry
when I
these
was
snow
walking
nuts through
through.
this.
Should I aid you? Can I do that?
You can aid, I think.
I got 10, so.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. So you lift it off of its like supports or whatever, and you move it over to where the new hole is, and you like drop it down, and it's a perfect fit. And you can see that it's a good thing that he had like cleared the first foot or so, because you can see that it's like sitting on top of like a little well, but it's at the very brim of that well, and and that's exactly right, like connected to the. So if you had lifted it up and he hadn't done that, it would have like sloshed out everywhere, like all over your feet and stuff. But it didn't do that, and so you move it over and you set it down, and you guys are like finally done.
Steam is coming off of me, and I'm gonna march over to that door. Bam, bam, bam.
And the door will open again. He'll be like, what?
Your shitter is clean and moved.
Oh, perfect. I've been sitting on this one all day. And he has like a little newspaper under his arm, and he's gonna like a bathrobe on. He's gonna walk out to the shitter, and he's gonna slam that door.
It's the same newspaper from 13 years ago.
And about that point, Laneth and Bug will be coming up the path.
McQuiver's on the
Yeah.
opposite side.
Oh, finally I found you. I thought you told me you didn't know where she was.
Well, I didn't.
Well, you're kind of here with her now.
I think he was trying to get some alone
Storm
time.
back over to the shitter, and I lift it up.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
With him in it.
Set it down. Yes, with him in it. Wait. Is it like?
Can like the top come off?
Yeah. Is there a bottom? Or is it like I can lift it up and he'll be still there on the ground because it's a hole, right?
What's better?
Well, I think it's funny that if I lift it up and he's
Yeah.
still there on the ground,
Okay, sure.
because I'm like, we need to talk. Put it there.
Yeah, and he looks over his newspaper and he says, "What the hell are you doing?"
My friend needs to speak to you.
No,
And what is my next task?
Wait. I need to talk to you guys first.
Puts the shitter back on.
Yeah. Well, excuse me.
And let's walk away.
He's just like goes right back to reading his newspaper.
Let's walk
Like
away
unfazed.
from over here. Away from
Alright,
this
let me just
person.
try not to crush this man cat
This man cat.
respectfully.
So we walk a decent ways away where he can't hear us. And I say, these fucking cats are crazy.
You're telling me.
Steam is coming out of my ears and my nose, and
I'm having a great time.
Look, there's something fishy going on.
Yeah, I smell it.
That's
No,
just a
That's the
large.
shit we were just dealing with. But anyway,
That's
alright, so first of all, I found this door where this suspicious fellow walked into. I tried to get into, but it was locked. And then Kruger came over to me and kind of told me to stay away from that door, that I shouldn't go in it. Then I saw the suspicious character give Kruger something, so there's definitely something going on here. I don't think this moon festival is really a moon festival.
is this
It might be something else.
is this normal behavior of Kruger on? Well, I guess I should ask him. But is this normal Kruger behavior that Laneth would know about, or does this seem something unnatural for Kruger?
I mean, as far as you can tell, Kruger's been acting like he always does.
Well,
I know,
aside
but
from
like,
what I told
yeah,
What-
beside from
what he told me was that seemed.
I know you see him like when you pass through. So you don't really see him like on a day-to-day basis. It does sound weird. It does sound kind of secretive, but you're not really sure if that's how he normally always acts, or you're really not sure what to make of it. But it's definitely like kind of suspicious, especially in the way he's painting it.
Yeah. We definitely need to figure out what's in that room. What the hell's going on here?
Could I maybe know what certain room he's talking
You don't even
about?
know what room he's talking about.
Well, Bug, that seems like a job for you. You're the sneaky one. Maybe you should case him out and kind of.
But he seems
I
like he's
didn't
been
try.
getting caught.
I just wanted to let you guys know, just so you guys end up going missing.
Like this arrow.
I think it's best if we all just stick together right now.
How big of a distraction do you want?
I don't know.
I start lighting one of my arrows.
Since you know Kruger the best out of us, why don't you distract him and he can like go through his little house or something,
Does he have a house?
or a little cot, or
Yeah, maybe he has a
Whatever.
house we can go through.
You
I can
better not
sneak in
get
there.
caught.
not if he's keeping him distracted.
Yeah.
Please don't be his sister. Please don't be his sister.
Who says?
Cougar.
God, girl.
Please don't be his sister. Or his daughter. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I still believe that she's the daughter of like an elder council guy,
No,
and
they're all
one of them
gonna die.
is just like stalking you and like really hating you.
What about some fresh Chinese food?
I hope the Falcon would have told me that.
Didn't
Well, it
you want to
seems to
order a
me-
Chinese buffet? That's what it's going to be after we're done here.
I mean, I wouldn't try to break in his house. I would try to get inside that door.
It's kind of
Dude,
hard.
Yeah,
I don't want to go in there and there's people on the other side. And there's a lot of people around that door. So I really don't know what to do right now.
I can kind of do a distraction, but I'm going to need
That's-
some height.
I think them asking
got
to do that
laid.
fireworks
That's
isn't
more
really
like
what you think it is.
I meant like I could have like a
I think-
competition with
I think
everybody in
them
town.
asking you to
Uh,
do that
They
fireworks isn't
distract
really,
everyone.
Like, what do you think it is? I think they're trying to get you to help them like do something that's bad.
Well,
And I should know because I'm bad.
they didn't actually. I spouted lore to learn that information. They didn't tell me.
I don't know. Well, just something still weird going on here.
I believe it. But the only way to find out is to either investigate his house or investigate that mysterious room.
I guess we can wait till everyone's sleeping.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you can hear the outhouse door slam.
Now pick him up.
I'm not looking at him.
Yep, and he's going to walk over to you. He says, "What are you doing just standing around? Shouldn't you be making my dinner?
You didn't tell me to.
Make my dinner."
What do you want?
No.
I don't know. Make something out of whatever I've got.
Alright, I'll go into his house.
There's a bunch of shit over there.
Hmm?
There's a bunch of shit over there.
Where'd you come from? You're like a goddamn toadstool.
This motherfucker. I
I
just like.
got free range over this one.
Yeah, what's he say about this guy? This guy just appeared.
Hmm?
What about him?
Oh, that's Laneth.
Why does he like him?
Hell no, I don't like him.
What'd he do? Date your daughter too?
Whatever. My daughter, or my granddaughter, would never go out with a Ponzi little,
What's her name?
Oh, God.
What's the matter to you, bub?
Just wondering.
Now I will
Go make
interrupt
yourself
and say-
useful.
I will interrupt and say, Mr. Lickman Plain, I have done the task you asked.
Mr. Kitten.
Now may we discuss the Moonstone.
I'm in no mood to discuss. I'm hungry.
I'm already in the house raiding his cabinets. What does he have?
Rotisserie mouse.
Go help your friend make me some food, and then we'll talk over dinner.
You want me,
Okay.
want me to go get some food?
We ain't got time for this shit.
Actually, can I charm person at this point?
You can try.
Well, no, I like the way that it's going.
Huh?
I like the way it's going. Never mind.
What's he got in his
I know
pocket?
he's wasting our time.
So the very second you begin to cast a spell, 2 katanas are going to appear, and one of them is going to be under your chin. He says, "I'll have none of that fancy magic being cast around me. I know your type. I know what you can do."
That's kind of racist.
Okay. Pardon me. I apologize. Let me go in there and see what we can do for your dinner.
He says, "Right you go. So I'll lop off that casting hand of yours faster than you can blink. I may be old, but I've still got it."
Are you a
You
cannibal?
seem quite spry, so...
Just make him something that puts him back in the outhouse. We'll come back, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
So yeah, I'll go...
I got an idea.
What's your idea?
I'm gonna put some of my poison in his sleep, or in his food.
In his sleep!
That's food that makes him fall into a light sleep, so he can leave us the fuck alone.
Puts him back in the outhouse forever. Wow.
So yeah, let's make him food real fast.
So he's got he has 2 eggs, some rice, and some like little like mushrooms, and an apple.
Here's some special seasoning.
Make him some rice and mushrooms.
Make a casserole.
What the fuck?
We got time to be making casseroles.
Nice little apple slices.
You guys don't understand. We have fucking children.
Once you know you want to make a casserole.
No wonder Felix died with you guys.
This is an excellent
You want to make this guy an omelet while we're at it?
Yeah, well, we just make him a whole fucking buffet. Let's go hunt down a rabbit.
No, a simple casserole is not too
Rabbit?
much that.
Oh, wait, you're kidding.
Yeah, this is why Felix died. Probably want to go about things. You probably didn't listen. And look what happened. That's what's going to happen to me.
I mean, you could leave.
So you make a casserole?
Yeah, I make a mushroom casserole with apple a la mode.
Okay.
Okay, present it to him.
Wait. Seasoning.
All right. And so he'll come back in the house like you're finishing up the casserole. He looks at you. He says, "What are you doing?"
Chill.
"We'll set the table. Lazy good for nothing." He says, "And you, I don't expect much from you, but you can at least pour us off some beverages."
As I'm like putting them on the table.
Not fast enough.
No one to eat the food.
All right, what have you got for us tonight?
We have a nice mushroom casserole garnished with apples.
Why'd you make that? I'm allergic to mushrooms.
Probably rather eat what's in
Nothing for me.
Probably rather eat what's in the outhouse.
Well, you're welcome to do that.
Oh, never mind. Everybody gather round. He will turn to Amberjill and he'll say, "Well, you gonna serve everybody or what?"
Yeah, sure. You know what? I'm just like numb to it.
I kind of like this guy.
I thought I did too.
Don't eat the goddamn.
Bug like sets the table, the plates and the silverware. You get the drinks. You've got the casserole, and you begin to serve everybody. And he says, "All right. Well, it's been a good day for me anyway. You all are pretty lousy at everything you do, and you all suck pretty bad. I can't imagine that this food is going to taste any good, but I suppose I got to make something to fill the outhouse, so cheers to that."
What is the benefit of helping this man? I don't.
I look at you.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody dig in.
Yeah, start eating.
Everybody else?
I need to go outside and do prayer before I eat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to use the outhouse.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just sitting outside.
Yeah, he's gonna slam his fist down the table and says, "Don't tell me that on top of all of your laziness and incompetence, that you also have bad manners.
Would you rather me fart at the table?
I would rather you sit here and finish your meal and then tend to your personal business.
Oh, that was good.
I have to do prep before I eat.
You're being sneaky over there.
Yeah, I was just
Okay, roll to be sneaky.
14.
Okay, yeah, you're super sneaky. Yeah, you just like toss it out the window. Like, as soon as it's not looking.
Here you go, fishy.
Yeah, I'm clueless. I didn't hear what you said. And plus, I'm really proud of you.
Jesus
too.
fucking Christ.
Well, roll Nuga.
And then you two. And he's scarfing it down.
I do like the whole like going to eat it and then just let it drop thing.
Amberjill.
Throw it at the wall.
Tell me the next thing.
My bad.
He's gonna slam his fist on the table again. He's gonna stand up. He says,
Just another chore for me to do. I really need discipline. Can't you tell?
He says, I'm disappointed in you, Amberjill. I thought you had the heart of a true warrior.
Me?
But it turns out you're just like any of these other big, strong people who think they can, that because they can swing a big weapon that they own the world. Says, I'm disappointed. You're no better than them. You haven't impressed me. Perhaps I was wrong about you after all. And he will excuse himself from the table and go out the door. Zeno, you're
Where's he going?
Zeno,
Did he eat?
Huh? He did. Zeno, you're already passed out on the table.
Oh, that was really good.
Well, it's a light sleep. Can't we just shake him awake?
Is it a light sleep?
Where is the old man cat going?
Well, we gotta get him back here.
I'm following his ass.
Zeno, while you were in the house, though, you did see that big chunk of moonstone on the workbench table.
That's the last thing you see before you fall asleep. You're like, there it.
There. Alright, well, that's noted in my mind.
I'm chasing after the old man cat.
I see some moonstone we should get.
I'm about to break that fucking thing.
No, don't break it. Oh,
You're asleep.
I'm asleep.
You just need a big amount. You don't need it in pieces. I don't know. I'm just gonna sit here and well, he's dead. She's gone. Fucker. Where the fuck you go?
I'm right here. I'm already at the moonstone trying to get that.
Yeah, look, I found the moon.
Amberjill, what are you doing?
I'm chasing after old man cat.
Okay. You go out and you can see him. He's in the.
Shitter.
No, he's in the front yard, and he's got his blades out, and he's doing this like really intricate blade these like really intricate like blade maneuvers, and he seems to not be sleepy at all. He seems to be perfectly balanced, and as you're watching his form, you can see that he is just he has this like perfect form like ingrained in his body, and like every move he makes is like graceful and as it is deadly. You can tell that his strikes are all just completely dead. Like if you were in the way, like it would hit you in the exact spot it would need to, and he would know exactly where he's placing it, which is extremely impressive since that he is blind.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Fucking tough.
I won't get close to him, but I will say, if you'll allow me, he has perfect form. If he will allow me to give me a second chance under his training. Because I don't know why this guy's opinion matters so much to me, but it does. It just does, and it makes me mad that he called me like everybody else. That makes me very upset.
He says, and that's where your true weakness is.
Do you have anything nice to say?
He says, look.
I'm looking!
He's not.
He says, look, this world ain't kind. Some of your greatest challenges won't come from
from a person holding a weapon, but there'll be words that are daggers in your heart, push you to do stupid things. He says, I did something stupid once, and I paid for it with my eyesight. He says, I've never seen my granddaughter.
Whose name is?
He says, I've missed out on a lot of things.
He says,
It was all because I was foolish and brash. You know how I got the name Leaping Flame.
No.
and
Are you gonna yell at me if I don't?
no, he instead he's going to he's gonna run his paw across the edge of his the edge of one of his blades, and the blade will catch a flame. And so now he has two burning katanas, and he's doing these intense, crazy maneuvers with them. And there's one move where he even like throws the flame blade up, and he catches it with his tail, and he swings it around in this wide arc, and then he tosses it back up, and he catches it again, and then he finishes the form, and he says,
You know how I learned how to do that?
How?
Because I'm as immovable as a stone. He says, no matter how much they poke and prod at me, I never break.
So, like a Hawaiian fire dancer. So how did you lose your eyesight?
he says,
Well, I thought I could take on somebody that I couldn't.
and he says,
He was a bad man. He was a braggart. And I fought him because I was too proud not to.
and
Ask him where the bad man was.
what was this? What's a good name? What's a good name for this person?
Kruger.
Oh God! Oh, don't do that to me.
Well, we can tie it into somebody who already exists. Who would be the greatest fighter?
What were the other names?
What if it was?
Sir Gregor the Valiant.
Puss in
Valiant,
Boots.
remember?
Yeah, that's your ancestor, right?
Yeah.
How old is he then?
He's really old, but the rumor is he's
53.
still alive.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's your father's name?
My
What's your
father?
father's name?
I
Is
think
he
I
a
have it
great
written
warrior as
down.
well?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
My whole family is.
Okay.
Lightning Blade took him to the ice.
Let me pull up here. No, that's my older brother's name. Sure, let's keep that. Maybe my brother has, like, his name. His name is Maxwell as well.
Okay.
The first.
Last name?
Maxwell,
Maxwell Geo.
Amberjill?
Amberjill?
Yeah, because I go by Amberjill.
Okay. Maxwell Amberjill.
Does he
I don't
not-
go by my first name.
How does he not notice that?
He just immediately goes, "Your father."
What? The Three Stooges. Yoink fingers in the eyes.
Says Maxwell Lambergill was his name. Your father.
Oh! Why? I hate my dad too. It's okay.
That's why you're being so harsh with me.
I'm so sorry. He wasn't kind to me either.
He says,
He had me beaten, but that wasn't good enough for him. He took my eyesight when I was down and vulnerable.
Pussy.
I spent
It's okay.
years being angry. I spent years training to kill him to get my revenge. I only got this good after I lost my eyesight. And you know what? In the end, I realized that killing him wouldn't bring my eyesight back. And that my true weakness was with me still. So I sought to kill that, defeat myself, master myself.
You're not the only one that has scars from him. Trust me.
But I suppose it's a good thing that I did decide to do that, or else you might not be here today.
Dun dun dun.
What?
They twist.
And that's the way of the world, Amberjill. And that's why you have to learn what I have to teach you.
Okay.
We're just in the background eating
Clean the
popcorn.
shitter.
I was just stabbing this down.
You're too proud like your father.
I'm so far from proud.
You care too much about what people think.
I do.
That stems from pride.
Okay. Come here,
Insecurity.
my little tiny one.
You need to let all of that go.
Meanwhile, inside, what are you guys doing?
Stand the stand.
I'm like peeking out the door.
I'm trying to break it as small as I can get it.
It's my little kitty.
Now your friends in there tried to poison me. They gotta fuck off for the night.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna walk over the door. Y'all need to fuck off for the night.
Okay. I got somewhere I need to go.
Oh, this guy's really cool and has flaming katanas, and he's gonna teach me fighter skills.
Can I even break the rock?
No.
Oh, fuck.
But you tried.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Kiki.
I'm face first in my castle.
Is it like nighttime?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, how long is this poison?
Time to go sneak.
You just gonna make me take poison?
Yep.
Well,
I can't carry it.
Felix would have used one of the antidotes he stole.
Actually, he already sold those, remember?
So,
Don't compare me.
so you guys will fuck off?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I guess you'll leave Zeno there. He doesn't seem to mind.
We just drag him by his feet.
Oh, you're such a little Kiki.
Can we stick him in the outhouse? While he's sleeping? Let's do it. Yeah, we store him in the outhouse.
We put his food in the toilet.
We just leave.
If I wake up in the shitter, I'm going to fireball y'all's ass.
You don't know we did it.
I can figure it
We leave no
Yeah,
traces.
we leave no trace. And we walk away.
You guys just fuck off.
Oh, we fucked off already.
Let's just.
So yeah, so
Cushy.
so you guys fuck off.
Yep.
So he goes in the shitter, his hands in the shitter.
We put it just like this far.
Yeah.
and
Fishy.
We figure it'd keep you warm.
yeah, you're gonna try to break into that room.
Yeah.
I want to try to be a distraction.
Make sure everyone's sleeping.
Okay, yeah. So so you guys make it back to town. Now while you're on the path, you're gonna hear while you're on the path, you're gonna at a certain point in the path you're gonna overhear some like chanting.
Ow.
Some unison like chanting.
I fucking told you.
And you know, since you're so good at directions, you know that this spot in the path is exactly where you guys had like gotten off the path from where you got off. Yeah. Off the beaten path. Yeah.
That's a happy trail, alright.
Should we go that way? Sneak in the
I'll
dark.
like hesitate. It's like, yeah, we could go that way.
Let's go.
Okay.
So you move to the water's edge, right? And it's dark. But you can see in the center on that island, there is some kind of light dancing around out there, and you can hear some chanting, but you can't really see anything because it's kind of obscured, you know. And what do you do?
Does that chanting sound familiar?
Does it sound familiar?
Probably not.
Okay. Wait a minute. Mind if I borrow this for a second?
Yeah, go ahead. Please do.
Oh my.
Can I try spout low?
Okay.
Discern reality. How's
Or
your
discern
wisdom?
Wisdom? I get a +2.
You should do that.
Okay.
It might help out a little.
You say my intelligence is low?
Yeah.
+1.
Yeah.
Hey, he can read.
What is the DC for a successful fuck off?
2.
Leave Zeno in the shitter.
Yeah, I do not discern anything.
Yeah,
Hey, Mark, XP go.
yeah, perfect speed.
Why?
So,
Cats do what cats gotta do.
so yeah, But what? So you don't really know, but you don't want him to know you don't know. So you tell him that you think that it's probably it's just normal. That's normal cat shit.
Kiki, is that
Totally
normal
normal
cat
cat shit.
No, that was normal cat shit right there.
What do you do? Like dive in and go over?
No.
Can I have
Well,
my?
you should go check out that room.
Can I use my hawk to scout?
Yeah.
Uh,
Can you can like talk to your hawk, can you? Can you not?
I can't verbally communicate. It's more of like
Interpretively
There's a
dance.
drill meter.
because I can work with an animal companion on something it's trained in, and one of the things it's additional trainings is scout. So I was assuming it could like kind of communicate what's going on.
Okay.
Code words.
I'm surprised you didn't choose wild empathy.
Well, some people told me not to.
Yeah, so it can go and look at stuff. Hunt, search, scout, guard. Which one did you have?
For training to fight humanoids, I'll pick scout.
So what does that mean? I don't know what scout means.
Just like scout ahead, I guess, to see if anything's there.
What would make me really mad is if I could just like do the whole travel thing by myself.
So here's what's gonna happen. So you're gonna hear this chanting. You're going to you'll send the hawk out, right? And the hawk will come back with a small moonstone bracelet, and it is wet. It's sticky
Like blood on it.
blood.
Ooh.
Oh my god, they're sacrificing the kids.
Oh.
That's why there's only old people here.
Everywhere we go, they're using the slave them to make the bracelets to make money.
Does the bracelet look familiar, perhaps? Or just kind of like a
Not really.
Stereotypical.
Do they match any of these?
No. How about these?
They look very similar. Yeah, they look very similar to the ones he made earlier today.
Which one of these kids made this?
But the kids weren't making them for themselves. The kids were just making them to be like
Yeah,
to be
no,
distributed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't they like here?
Look at how crowded she was on here.
Is the one way me and her went in kind of secretive, or is it the most obvious, like opening into it?
Probably the most obvious.
I think right now is the best time to go check that room out while they're
While they're-
voodoo shit.
Oh my god, you don't
Who
wanna
do
look
you
at the
voodoo,
vision.
I
bitch?
kind of want to investigate the voodoo shit.
No. We're gonna fucking get caught. We just need to go get the room. There's blood on the bracelet. The bitch is probably already dead. Who was over
Oh
there?
my god.
We just need to go investigate the room.
Kiki, what are
I
you
don't know how to feel about it.
It's too late. We can't save them now, but we
Okay.
can save others. Maybe. Except for these fucking.
I'm
kids.
definitely going to like keep that bracelet and like tug it in as like just in case.
Okay.
So we make our way back to the room.
Okay. So you make your way back into town. There's not really any town guard or anything, so like so nobody's actually out when you're walking around. It's pretty quiet. The town seems empty, completely empty,
I'm still sneaking around like.
from like
From
bush to
bush,
bush and
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
And I'm just walking.
Just walking.
So when you get back to the longhouse, now there are some people in the longhouse. A couple people, like when you go in, there's a couple people like clustered at like one table, and then maybe a couple more people clustered at another table, and they seem to be talking amongst each other. Yeah, they don't seem to pay you any mind when you come in.
We need to like. There's the door. You didn't like
And you've been in here a couple times over the years, but this is the first time you've actually ever seen this door. It's not very it's not very noticeable. It looks like you, if you saw it, you'd probably assume it was a closet. You wouldn't think anything of it.
Cheers
Right.
from new crits on the block. Keep it up, guys.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey,
The
thank you.
snuggler. The snuggler keep.
New crits in the bar. I like it.
How big of a distraction do you want?
Not that big, because we don't want to wake up everybody in the damn town.
It's like walking there with the person. I killed someone. Oh my god! No, that's too big.
Go out there, yell. The man, what is it? The Minotaur.
Minotaur.
She's right here. No, we don't want to wake everyone up.
Just
Just go sit at the table, distract them. Show them like
Oh,
something cool.
I have an idea.
Show them your hawk.
Show them your hawk. That's the most inconspicuous way of saying them. Show them your hawk.
Show them your dick.
Show them your hawk. Sure, what they want to be the first ones you show today.
What's that supposed to mean?
I did see you from that, but never mind.
So what are you gonna do?
Somebody coming out of the bush.
He's gonna distract the people at the table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure to keep an eye out for anyone else.
I'm still here going for Elvis.
I want to do like a.
Elvis fan club, stand strong.
I want to like go to the table and like
Yeah,
do some tricks with the bow, like shooting it up and into my quiver kind of thing.
You're gonna do what?
Like go at the table and like distract them by like doing some tricks with the bow, like shooting up and back down into the quiver
okay,
kind of thing.
Show off.
Volley.
Charisma.
You shoot one of them by mistake.
Oh god.
Yeah, I mean you can make a pretty good show out of like shooting, but you're also like shooting indoors and shit.
Yeah.
I
Guys, wanna come see some?
Do they have a dartboard?
They have a dartboard.
There you go.
Oh, better. Better idea.
Would you like to challenge them to everyone to a game of darts?
Yeah.
Okay. You have some takers. Some of the guys who are sitting around will come over, and a couple of ladies will come over as well and kind of watch. You begin to impress them with your accuracy skills. So you got everybody like kind of distracted with the darts.
He said, "Can we start an Elvis fan page?" It didn't show up there, but that's what I said on Facebook.
Oh, nice. Yes,
We could.
We could.
I'm going to make it later.
So
Be the most attractive picture you get.
So Bug, go ahead and roll.
Yeah. Hey, right now would be a good time for anybody who want to use their points on Twitch now.
Yeah, I wonder.
I'm up to 700 right
Yeah,
now.
some people.
Anybody want to help me out?
Some Twitch points, huh?
Anybody want to help me out? I'll wait.
How much does certain things cost? Because I can't get that when I hit it.
Oh, you can?
I just see how to earn.
Really?
It's on my computer, maybe.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's not on the phone.
Click it?
Well,
Or does it just take you to a link? Oh, hit got it. What the heck? That's so weird.
it won't let them on mobile.
Weird.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Fuck.
What a bummer.
Well,
Well,
still
look
load up
out.
these coins.
Well, I'm gonna mark some XP.
I'm there throwing darts
Did you,
behind me
did
with
you
my eyes
fail?
closed.
Yeah,
Just outright.
yeah.
So you're gonna start picking the lock on the door. The door's gonna open, and you're gonna fall forward or be grabbed and pulled in, and
Oh
the
my
door will
God.
shut. Meanwhile, you're just over there playing darts.
Wow, I'm having a great game!
Haven't missed yet. Throw it behind me. Wonder how he's doing. Yeah.
Your mom.
Looks pretty good.
Damn it.
So, you will wake up eventually.
Is it the next day?
No, it's like maybe
Midnight.
like an hour later or something like that.
Okay.
You wake up, your hand feels wet and stinky.
It's dark. It's really dark. It's really dark.
Oh, what?
Should have forgot how to press the vegetation. You've had a long rest.
I'm sorry.
Good morning. Good morning.
Reading a private message. Yeah, I'm going to exit the outhouse and make my way down to the waterfall and try and scrub the stench off my hands.
We broke
Don't
the
worry
number
about
one
it.
rule like multiple times today, and no, I don't like it.
Split the group.
Oh, we more than split the group.
So so when you get back to the house, you can see Amber Jill is outside and she is training with Leaping Flame in this front yard, and and her hammer is on fire.
Whoa, that's new.
Gang, gang, gang.
Where'd you learn that, Amber Jill?
Discipline.
Silence! We're training! Why don't you go make yourself useful?
Fuck off.
Did he smell him?
Clean yourself up, son. You smell like shit.
You don't happen to have any soap laying around, do you?
Do I look like a kind of guy who would have soap?
Well, you sure smell like one that don't.
I'm supposed to be the dick.
You feel like a little flame touch right on your shoulder.
Somewhere you hear Bo saying, nice man.
He'll just grunt.
Now, so when you go into his little back into the house, there's still some casserole left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Do you realize what happened to you the first time?
I don't realize what happened.
Can he roll intelligence, please, for the love of God?
I mean, it's.
Sleeping on the gym.
I'm pretty full, so I'm gonna. How much is left?
Pack a box.
Well, like 2 or 3 people didn't eat, and then yours isn't finished yet.
Mine's on the floor.
I'm gonna kind of like scrape off a doggy bag for later.
Okay. And while you're like kind of moving around doing that, maybe cleaning up, you're gonna notice that the old cat has does Zeno now have fleas for sleeping in Dirty Kitty House?
Are there fleas in this world?
I guess.
Yeah.
Poison fleas.
Poison fleas.
No, it's like mosquitoes and fleas had a baby.
Oh my god.
So, you're gonna notice that the old cat has a small shelf and there's some books on it.
I'll peruse the literature.
Okay. So one of the books is a book that you actually have read back at the school, the academy, and however, it seems to be a lot thicker than the one that you read at the academy.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll thumb through it.
Okay. So you're like looking through it, and there's a whole section in here about the Blood Moon cult.
Okay, that definitely catches my eye.
Okay.
I'll continue to read.
All right. And so you so this book was written by a historian of the cat people whose name is
Lana.
You say Atlanta? Let me come up with an intelligent name. Give me a second. Just keep
Simon.
talking about
Sir
what we call-
MacArthur the Third.
No, it's gotta be a
Simon.
warrior cat name. No, it's gotta be a warrior cat name. Okay, as long as you're not writing down a name.
Bring the cat.
No.
So this talks about the Blood Moon cult and how this was like way back in the day, the peaceful cat tribes had this terrible secret, and that they would sacrifice. They would make sacrifices to the moons during this festival every 4 years, and these sacrifices would be used to fuel dark magic, but that would protect them over the course of the 4 years, basically giving them the moon spirit's blessing.
Star of Lonely Night.
Star of Lonely Night. Now the now this was a secret from the majority of the cat people for a long time, until it was discovered and the practices were outed and then stopped. However, the Moon Festival is still celebrated every 4 years.
So back in the day, it was like a lottery almost. Like.
It doesn't go into how the victims or the sacrifices were chosen, because it was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it talks about just that there were sacrifices.
Sacrifice the virgin.
So they were outed and then the practices were stopped, but the
Well, I'll definitely note that information.
festival still happens.
Okay. And
It's like the
any
singing
other
witch
books that
trials.
catch my eye? Oh.
If you like, you can. No, not really. Not really. Just kind of like 50 ways to keep your house tidy, and.
How to unclog the shitter.
50
But what's interesting to you is that this back section of this book that you've read before wasn't in the copy of the book that you had.
You know what I find interesting? A blind man has books. No, I'm kidding. He was unblind before.
Well, no, but it is interesting. Yeah.
He's not really blind.
Oh, is it?
Well, I mean, it's interesting that you would still have him. He lost his sight from a long time ago.
It's not like you can find it.
It's not like he has friends to give.
Oh my god, he's sacrificing to get his fucking eye vision back.
Bug the conspiracy theorist.
Well, I'm assuming he was there the whole time we heard the chanting.
He could be having fucking other people.
You can't see the points on mobile either.
I am on Facebook.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
On here, though, I can see it.
Right. So,
I'll buy something. No, I'm saving for when I'm not here.
and so the training will end. Your little reading session will end. The night will end. Laneth, when you're playing darts, when you turn back around, Bug's just gone.
Just tell me you worry.
I'll give him a couple more minutes. I throw the dart from
I
behind.
should have made I got in there. I should have did something, or if I didn't do it, and I just
When I glance at the door, do I see any of his daggers or anything that remarks him near the door?
Roll discern realities.
When you say I have my nails in the door, scraping the door.
8.
So, one question, right?
Yes.
Make it a good one.
What the fuck's going on here? Let's get-
Is that a question?
I think it is. Something's happening.
What here is not what it appears to be?
That's not even a question I asked.
Well, I'm thinking at first that he's just taking his time.
Oh, yeah, I guess that doesn't make sense a little bit.
What here is not as it appears to be. So the
I didn't go by myself.
Well, it's been a while since he's been gone, and and he's not reappeared. But also, maybe you go over and you do see his lockpick on the floor, which he would have needed to get into the room, and he wouldn't have left outside of the room.
He never leaves his tools behind.
Right.
From the week of noon.
Yeah. So you see his lockpick on the floor.
Alright, are they still distracted by playing darts, or are they still staring at
Everybody said their goodnights, and they're kind of heading off to bed.
Um,
And you guys have been appointed bunks in the bunkhouse. which is adjacent to the longhouse. So
if no one's looking, I'm going to try to start picking the lock.
Maybe just try opening the door first. If
Uh,
it's locked.
the door is locked.
Damn
Yeah, I
it.
want to try to.
And then I don't know if you can pick locks.
Aw.
Like I think that might.
I was just gonna
be
like
something
pretend to
that-
do it like from the memory of what I've seen him do.
Yeah, you're just the tools are completely useless in your hand. You're just like.
Stick an arrow in it and turn. I'm thinking about knocking, but I know that's a stupid idea.
So you knock on the door. So you knock on the door, and as you're knocking on the door, a voice from behind you will say,
I'm looking for the bathroom.
friend, you are up late." And it's Kruger.
It's your buddy.
Well, from the times I've known you, you usually turn in a little early.
He says, you'll have to forgive me. Many preparations to make for the festival in a couple of days.
I understand that. Any certain special ones you've been up to?
He says, we do have a surprise this year, but I'm trying to keep it on the down low. Your friend Zeno is helping me out with it.
I'm not there, so.
It's a good thing I left him in the shooter.
I have a flash to putting his hand into this one. It's like, yeah, I think he's going to do a wonderful job of whatever he's doing.
This is the shittiest fireworks I've ever seen.
Nonchalantly, start putting my hand near my short sword.
Uh-huh.
Today's episode was brought to you by shit.
And I'm trying to think of a way to nonchalantly mention the island and the chanting without.
No, don't do that. Sam, any weird shit going on?
Well, yeah.
No, just
Have you noticed anything weird happening now that's near the festival?
Weird?
I mean, what I know of, since I've been told that the festivals were used and everything before, can I use that? Or what? Yeah, I'm going to use I'm going to be like, the festivals used to be for bad stuff. I mean, any signs of people doing that again?
He says, bad stuff. I do not know what you mean.
Well, the festival started with sacrifices. I mean...
Oh, these were dark times, ancient times. Does not happen anymore, my friend.
Yeah, but with all 9 lives of some people here, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody was trying.
My friend, you have nothing to worry about. No one is
Hashtag.
sacrificing anyone anymore.
Stop yelling.
These are dark times, ancient times. Long gone times.
And then I look at him and I look at the door and go, so what's with the door?
He says, it is private quarters. Special guests come into town. Private quarters.
I wish I had something to... so I don't pronounce it wrong. She wrote it here. Manolier. Is there anything I can use as a reference to her style of stuff without... I don't obviously wear what she wears. Any symbol or anything that I have to show her.
I don't think so. How would you have gotten a hold of it? And I don't think so. And she only because she makes it a habit to collect all that stuff from you guys. So anything that you found, she's collected.
Well, I guess I can say any.
Sounds like a private outhouse.
Right. Any of the Druidic people been through here recently?
No, we have not seen druids in a long time. It's a shame.
What about knights? Any special guests right now?
He says, we do have a special guest, but it is one of the relatives of the elders. They are a big business catch from the city.
Do you giggle from the other side of the door?
They like their privacy.
Understandable. To like draw suspicion away from me doing this, I'm gonna like walk with them back out to my guest quarters
Uh-huh.
and then wait a little bit, and then if I think it's safe, try to go back to the door.
Okay. And so outside the door at night now,
Maybe should get the rest of
there are two cats standing outside. Both of them armed with daggers, which is highly unusual. And both of them are wearing vests with the sigil of Beggar's Hold on them.
Oh,
Let's say it's a big city cat in here. I'm definitely going to go back and get them as quick as possible.
It's pretty late. It's like super late.
also, I'm still at Leaping Flames.
That's what she was talking about.
Well, I think I might need him too. Yeah, I'm gonna go there as quick as possible and have the Hulk kind of guide me a little bit, since I'm not really the best at seeing right now.
Okay. So on your way out, the so you're getting ready to leave, and you make your way like out into the town, and you're not going to get very far through the town when a couple dark figures are going to kind of move their way out from the houses, and they're basically going to circle up around you.
By a couple, do you mean two? Or?
Well, I mean like six.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 of them.
If anybody wants to buy me some smoke bombs,
and they all have like they all are dressed like that person that he saw earlier, like the turban on and the long flowing clothes. One of them is going to step forward, and you'll notice that it is not a cat person, but but you can see when they put their hood down that they have pointed ears. Like an elf, but they have like the same kind of facial features as Manoliers people normally do. You can see this much in the moonlight. And which one was with which one was with the Minotaur?
I think that was.
Oh yeah, right here.
Whichever one was with the Earth Spirit. I have Taros and Thistle.
It was Taros.
Taros, okay. So
it makes sense. Bull, Taurus, Taurus.
so she says hard to make a circle with two. Best you can hope for is a line.
Yeah.
She says hello, Lameth.
Hello.
Taros?
She says
I think Taros is a dude.
oh, so he says hello. He says hello, Lameth.
He's slightly feminine. It's okay. I don't think I really know you or want to know you.
Why don't you come with us? Join your friend Felix.
Something tells me I don't have a choice.
And they will take you back inside the longhouse. Now, the next morning, you will awaken to the sound of humming.
Of what?
Humming.
Oh.
A female's voice.
Oh.
And
I thought maybe Leaping Flame was in a good mood.
no. You will be stirred with this humming, and you can hear some dishes clattering and some cleaning up going on. And as you wake up, you see that a woman is in the house, and you recognize this woman as the woman that was walking with Lana the previous day.
But there's been so many of those. Which one?
Echo.
The only one in this village.
And
Oh, girl.
she sees that you've woken up, and she says, "Good morning. How are you?"
I'm actually pretty good. I feel very well rested.
She says, "You're very lucky. Grandpa never lets anybody stay with him for the night."
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I feel honored. No, what are you doing here?
Well, actually, and I'm just gonna end it there for the night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Gonna end it there for the night.
Alright.
Well,
No
I
idea.
definitely slept with his grandfather. Granddaughter.
You said grandfather.
I said grandfather. I know.
Grandfather.
I noticed as soon as I said it.
The woman walking with lamb. There's also a guy.
Damn.
There's only a time.
I didn't
Another
know
time
where I
I
am
got you
right
with the old switcheroo.
Alright. You want to run us through the end of session stuff real quick?
Yeah, we can move to that fairly
We
quickly.
probably didn't really do anything.
Huh?
We probably didn't really do anything.
Well, let's see. End of session stuff.
I know we usually have a. It'd be cool to do that.
Also, while we're preparing to do that, stick around, guys. We're going to be doing a very special raid tonight. I mean, I know there's not very many, but
Oh yeah, hang out. We're gonna go give Indigo Chameleon some support. They might be dead by now. I don't
They
know.
might be
Like,
dead by
they're
now.
fighting a dragon tonight, so an undead dragon, I think, right?
Thanks to
yeah,
some
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what
side.
level they are, but
I'm not sure when that is, but they might be dead by now. So, so Robin, the coin thing. I guess you can only spend it if you're on the browser. But down below the chat thing, there's a coin. If you click it, you can see all the stuff you can buy. You get coins for just spending time in watching the stream. I think every 5 minutes you get like 10 points, and if you're a subscriber, you get double that. And as you accumulate these points, you can spend them on stuff I have for the game. So like small items and. For this game in particular, even stuff that like affects the narrative, which is I'm just kind of testing that out. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, so end of session. So we're gonna do this real quick, and then we're going to then we'll raid Indigo with however many people we have left, and hope that they're doing okay.
no. Okay.
So just really quick. Everybody choose a bond that you feel is resolved.
They're never
wisdom.
resolved.
I feel like I actually have one.
Okay.
One.
I've guided Xeno before, and they owe me for it
Okay.
for trying to keep secret on the whole seeing me thing.
Oh, okay. Is that enough to repay the debt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Keep it secret.
I want to discern realities to see if he put me in the shitter.
You know what?
You
I
might-
think that actually is pain.
I think you might need some magic to do that. You were out cold.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
If you have some augury.
Spice.
Okay.
So nobody has any bonds then?
No.
I don't have even anybody here. All my bonds are gone.
Fair enough. You'll have to get some new bonds.
Yeah.
So
Some gold bonds.
once bonds have been updated, look at your alignment. If you've fulfilled that alignment at least once this session, mark XP. Everybody fill an alignment.
Does she count as an animal?
Did I leave him in danger? When I'm playing? Trying to think.
I don't know. I feel like you had a pretty good plan when you
Yeah,
got
but it
snatched
fucked.
in the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think so.
Did I discover any magical properties with this moonstone?
I think you've discovered a magical mystery
Okay.
Okay.
with this ritual and this place.
Okay.
And then mark these as a group. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Learn
Yeah.
about
It's
cats.
sacrificing cats.
Yeah.
Learn about cat people.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say you learned a lot today, so just mark one. Did you overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Nope.
Nope.
Not even fairy stuff.
All right. And did anybody loot a memorable treasure?
Knowledge. I'm a fire sledgehammer now.
Does my bracelets count?
Tell you.
No.
Okay, well. No.
Can Lana's Secret Adventure?
However, did we? I mean, I would count your hammer as that because you now have a flaming hammer.
Ooh! What does that
It
add?
adds
Or just looks flavor?
Pizzazz.
probably some fire damage, and then maybe like the dangerous tag or something like that when it's on fire. Kind of like Scorch Boys.
Scorch Boys.
Scorch Boys.
Nice.
But everybody can mark an XP for that.
Okay.
And then what's the rule again?
And then
that number
your
plus
level
7.
plus 7.
yeah, if you have XP, it's your
Just one short.
so
3 short.
I have leveled up.
Finally.
I've got 13. I'm level 5, so I only need 11.
Damn.
So that leaves me with
XP
2.
equal to or greater than your current level
Yeah.
plus 7. Yeah. So yeah, so you get to level up if you have that. All right. Well, cool. Let's
Let's do the raid.
yeah, let's do the raid. Let's go check on Indigo.
I'm nervous.
All right. Thank you everybody for hanging out.
And thank you, Robin, for all the
thank you,
gifting
Robin.
Thank you,
subs.
Robin, for gifting all this. That's
Definitely.
amazing.
Even though I wasn't.
Thanks for all my fans.
Thanks for all Elvis's fans.
The Outlaw Club came out. That's good.
Elvira.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Cringe. There's 2.